Chapter 155. How many energy stones do you need to upgrade to level 3? Su Chen asked again. Once the intelligent chariot was upgraded to level 3, its defense and attack power would definitely increase exponentially. By then, even a level 4 evolver would not be able to do anything to it. This was something he was looking forward to. I need 100 level 3 energy stones or energy stones. 100. Su Chen muttered. He only had 37 level 3 energy stones now, which was still quite a distance away from 100. Moreover, he planned to leave the level 3 energy stones for the mechanical soldier, so he could only give up on the idea of upgrading it for the time being. However, even if the intelligent chariot was not upgraded, its current level 2 state was enough to sweep through an area. After a while, he filled the level-less Gatling gun and level 1 pulse cannon with the remaining normal energy stones and level 1 energy stones. In addition to the energy stones that were originally installed, the level-less Gatling gun now had more than 10,000 bullets. It was enough to wipe out a small zombie horde. Then, Su Chen took out an upgrade gem. Now that he had a level 3 energy stone, it was time to upgrade the mechanical soldier to level 3. After using an upgrade gem, the mechanical soldier was successfully upgraded to level 3. The level 3 mechanical soldier was still about 2 meters tall, but its body was much stronger than before. Thinking about how the mechanical soldier was made of metal, its defense would definitely be much stronger than an evolver of the same level. It might even be a little stronger than a level 4 evolver. Therefore, the true combat power of the level 3 mechanical soldier was actually comparable to a level 4 evolver. After that, Su Chen put the level 2 and level 4 energy stones into his storage bag and found a place to rest. After resting for a night, the next morning, Su Chen and the others left the mountain range full of energy. The moment they walked out of the mountain range, Su Chen took out the intelligent chariot and made it 15 meters long. The current limit of the intelligent chariot could reach 50 meters, but Su Chen felt that they did not need too much space with just a few of them. Moreover, the bigger the intelligent war chariot became, the more energy stones it would consume. There was no need to waste them. As soon as he got into the car, a red light flashed on the central control panel and an alarm sounded. Warning: 5 kilometers ahead, a large number of zombies have been discovered. Estimated to be more than 10,000, they are rapidly approaching us. A small zombie tide? Su Chen murmured as his eyes lit up. He had originally planned to head to Blue Moon's colony to hunt zombies, but he never thought that the zombies would actually take the initiative to come to him, saving him a lot of time. The other people were also shocked. They were eager to try, as if they were looking forward to the arrival of the zombies. If it was in the past, when they heard that 10,000 zombies were approaching, they would have run away immediately. However, things were different now. Now that their strength had greatly increased, they were full of confidence in themselves. More importantly, they were with Su Chen. There was no need to mention Su Chen's strength. Coupled with the powerful firepower of the intelligent war chariot, not to mention dealing with a small zombie horde of more than 10,000. Even if they were to face a medium-sized zombie horde of more than 10,000, they would still be able to fight. Get ready. When the zombies come later, you guys will kill them with me, Su Chen said. Killing zombies could increase their combat experience, and they could also quickly consolidate their cultivation. Su Chen was also thinking for them. Of course, the prerequisite was that they had the soldier recruitment system, and were bound to each other. No matter who killed the zombies, there was a chance that a fragment would drop. Otherwise, he would really have to think about it. Chenggu, can we also kill zombies? Yang Hao's eyes lit up. At the same time, he had some doubts in his heart. In the past, the job of killing zombies was done by Su Chen alone. Why did he agree to let them do it together this time? Chapter 156. Of course, Su Chen replied affirmatively. That's great. Yang Hao jumped up in joy. Ever since he became a level 1 evolutionary, he rarely had the chance to fight. This time, he could finally join the ranks of the zombies and fight alongside Su Chen. Dainyu, let's see who can kill the most zombies this time. Chao Ran waved the machete in his hand and winked at Shi Dainyu. Shi Dainyu gripped the sky hammer and smiled. Brother Chao, I won't let you win. Yang Qian, Tan Lin, and Shi Duo also gathered together to discuss. Last time, when they fought against the people from Songyue colony, They worked together to kill the enemy and had a tacit understanding. This time, they obviously wanted to team up again. Compared to the others who were eager to try, Wu Yang was much calmer. He vaguely felt that something was wrong, so he quietly asked Su Chen, why are the zombies coming straight for us? They had just come out of the mountain range, so the zombies shouldn't have been able to find them. So why were the zombies coming straight for them? Su Chen had thought of this before, so he said, they shouldn't be coming for us. There are a lot of energy stones here, so they are probably here for the energy stones. This was only a guess, so he couldn't be sure. But no matter whether it was true or not, as long as the zombies dared to come, he would kill them all without mercy. Wu Yang nodded slightly, agreeing with Su Chen's words. But then he frowned again and said, normal zombies don't have intelligence, so how would they know that there are energy stones here? Even if they knew, they wouldn't come in groups to kill us, right? You mean, there is an intelligent zombie in there? Su Chen's eyelids suddenly twitched. Once a zombie had intelligence, it had the potential to become a zombie king. Moreover, the zombie army it led was more destructive. That should be it. Wu Yang nodded and asked in a low voice, are we still going to hunt zombies? Knowing that there was another intelligent zombie commander in the zombie crowd, he started to worry. Su Chen didn't care and smiled. Possessing intelligence only means that it's smarter than ordinary zombies. It doesn't mean that it's strong. Seeing that Su Chen did not take it to heart, Wu Yang reminded him, you'd better be careful. Su Chen wasn't just representing himself now, but the leader of their group. Once something went wrong, they would fall apart. Knowing that Wu Yang was doing this for his own good, Su Chen smiled and comforted him. Don't worry, even if it's a level 4 zombie, I can easily kill it. Wu Yang's expression flickered as he stared blankly at Su Chen. He knew Su Chen very well. Su Chen never spoke without thinking. If he said that he could kill a level 4 zombie, he would definitely be able to do it. However, after confirming this point, his heart trembled violently again. There was no other reason. He was once again deeply shocked by Su Chen's strength. Invincible among the same level. Killing enemies above his level. So, this was Su Chen's true strength. After discussing with Wu Yang for a while, Su Chen took out 8 bottles of antivirus potion from his storage bag and gave one to each person. He also told them the effects. Among the 8 people, Wu Yang and Yang Lingtian were fine, but it was the first time for the others to face so many zombies. In order to avoid being bitten by zombies, he prepared the antivirus potion in advance. Chapter 157. Half an hour later, the army of zombies rushed over. Their ferocious and terrifying faces appeared in front of Su Chen and the others. However, what was surprising was that the zombie horde strangely stopped when they were more than 10 meters away from them. Normally, zombies would rush toward humans when they saw them. They would never stop to confront them. That meant that there must be a zombie who could give orders in the zombie horde. That zombie must be powerful enough to intimidate the other zombies. Why aren't the zombies attacking us? Jianghu swallowed his saliva and mumbled. The others also looked at each other. Apart from doubt, they were more nervous. They were well prepared. With Su Chen by their side, they felt that they would not be in any danger. However, it was their first time facing such a huge zombie horde. They felt suffocated by the terrifying aura. After a while, a tall and strong old man with silver hair walked out of the zombie horde. He looked old, but his steps were vigorous. Every step he took gave people a sense of firmness. His entire body exuded a majestic aura, as if an emperor had descended, giving people a very strong sense of oppression. Xianxia, it's you. Wu Yang's eyelids twitched as he exclaimed when the silver-haired old man appeared. He had worked with Xianxia in Tiannan Colony for many years. Naturally, he recognized him at first glance. Of course, Xianxia was different from before. The main difference was that his face was covered with bruises. Not only did he look ferocious, but he also looked lifeless. Ha ha! Xianxia laughed wildly. He looked at Wu Yang and said in a deep voice, Wu Yang, I didn't expect you to still be alive. I'm in need of a capable person. You can stay by my side and build a great career together. Xianxia was now a zombie. Anyone who stayed by his side should be a zombie as well. In other words, he was going to turn Wu Yang into a zombie as well. Wu Yang frowned and said coldly, Xianxia, You turned into a zombie for your own selfish reasons. You have killed so many people. How can I, Wu Yang, work with someone like you? If it was before, he would not have dared to talk to Xianxia in such a tone. However, things were different now. He was now a level 2 evolver, and he had the strength to fight against Xianxia. Moreover, Su Chen was here. No matter how strong Xianxia was, he could not do anything to Su Chen. I haven't seen you for a few days. You've become arrogant. Xianxia smiled coldly. He stared at Wu Yang and said coldly, "Since you're up to no good, I'll subdue you myself." As soon as he finished speaking, he stomped on the ground, causing sand and pebbles to fly up. He was like a ferocious beast. He rushed toward Wu Yang. Before the person arrived, a wave of murderous aura came pressing over with an overwhelming force. Level 3 zombies. Wu Yang's expression changed. Xianxia's speed was too fast. A level 2 zombie could not be compared to him. Furthermore, the strength of a level 3 zombie was not something that a level 2 evolver like him could fight against. At this time, Wu Yang was terrified to the extreme. He looked to Su Chen for help. Su Chen was stunned when he saw Xianxia's speed. He remembered that Xianxia was only a level 2 evolutionary before he became a zombie. Now, he was level 3 in the blink of an eye. Xianxia was surprised by the speed of his advancement. "Xiao Tai, go up and meet him," Su Chen ordered the mechanical soldier. The mechanical soldier had not fought since it was level 3. He did not know how strong it was. This was the best time to test it out. Chapter 158. Yes. Upon receiving the order, the mechanical soldier charged forward with its machete. Its speed was not much slower than golden files. Seeing this, Wu Yang's expression suddenly changed. He clearly remembered that the mechanical soldier was only a level 2 puppet in the Huangzi mountain range. How did it become a level 3 puppet in the blink of an eye? A level 3 puppet. Golden File was also shocked. The mechanical soldier, which was like a lump of metal in his eyes, had the speed of a level 3 evolver. He had seen puppets before, but he had never heard of a level 3 puppet. However, even if he knew that the mechanical soldier was a level 3 puppet, he was still fearless. As a level 3 zombie with intelligence, he had absolute confidence in himself. Zombies were much stronger than human beings at the same level. Relying on this advantage, zombies were much stronger than humans. With this advantage, he was confident that he could even fight a level 4 evolver. A mere level 3 puppet was naturally nothing to him. A level 3 puppet dares to be so arrogant in front of me? Golden File laughed wildly and charged forward with a giant axe. The two quickly approached each other, and the machete and axe collided fiercely. Bang! Accompanied by an earth-shattering collision, both Golden File and the mechanical soldier retreated a few steps at the same time. After the collision, it could be determined that the two were evenly matched in terms of strength. Golden File's face became gloomier as he failed to gain the upper hand. As if he was unwilling to give up, he growled and charged forward again with a giant axe in his hand. The mechanical soldier was even more fearless. It aimed its machete at Golden File's head and slashed it. He actually ignored Golden File Stone's giant axe, which was cleaving horizontally at him. It was a fight to the death. Xianxia was startled. If he did not care about it, his axe would definitely be able to severely injure the mechanical soldier. However, at the same time, he would also suffer a fatal blow. Faced with the mechanical soldier's suicidal attack, he felt very aggrieved and helpless. He could only withdraw his giant axe and block. When experts fought, one step behind would always be behind. In addition, the mechanical soldier did not care about its own injuries and attacked Golden File's vital parts with its machete. Golden File could not even raise his head and could only defend passively. He was completely at a disadvantage. Little Tai's performance is not bad. Su Chen nodded slightly when he saw the mechanical soldier suppressing Golden File. This was his recognition of the mechanical soldier's strength. At the same time, he could tell that Xianxia was much stronger than Huang Can. Even though they were both level 3, zombies were still stronger than humans. Of course, an alien like him was not included in this list. Little Tai, come back. After watching for a while, Su Chen called the mechanical soldier back. Although the mechanical soldier could suppress golden file, it was impossible to kill it in a short period of time. There were still so many zombies waiting to be killed. He didn't want to waste time. After the mechanical soldier returned to his side, Su Chen slowly walked toward the golden file. Xianxia did not know why the mechanical soldier had retreated, but he could not care less. He started panting heavily. The mechanical soldier's storm-like attacks had scared him so much that he was drenched in cold sweat and exhausted. However, when he suddenly noticed a young man coming towards him, his brows knitted together again. He felt that the young man in front of him looked familiar, but he could not remember who he was. He raised his voice and asked, "Kid, who are you? Why do I feel that you look familiar?" Chapter 159. Old Jean, I'm also from Tiannan Colony. Su Chen squinted his eyes and smiled. But I was just an insignificant character in the past. Maybe you didn't pay attention to me. You're also from Tiannan Colony? Golden Fashionstone looked at Su Chen carefully, then pointed at the mechanical soldier, and asked, "That level 3 puppet is yours?" Su Chen nodded and didn't comment. Xianxia was shocked. What do you want to do? If the level 3 mechanical soldier was Su Chen's, why didn't he let it follow him? What was his purpose for coming alone? Wasn't he afraid of being killed? I only have one purpose. The corner of Su Chen's lips curled up as he taunted, "To kill you." You. Xianxia's eyes widened. He thought he heard wrong. If the mechanical soldier was here, he might be a little afraid. But how could Su Chen be so arrogant? He was a powerful level 3 zombie, and only level 4 evolvers could threaten him. Even a level 4 evolver would not be able to kill him easily. Su Chen was not even 20 years old. Even if he was born in his mother's womb, he would at most be a level 2 evolver. A level 2 evolver dared to say that he could kill a level 3 zombie? This was such a comical and laughable matter. Brat, did you take the wrong medicine? You dare to fight with me? Xianxia stared at Su Chen, his face full of disdain and mockery. I only need 1 slash to kill you. Su Chen's face was expressionless. After injecting the thunder magic into the enchanted sword, he slashed out. In an instant, countless bolts of lightning gathered into a blue torrent and shot out from the sword. The terrifying killing intent of the lightning spread out and shrouded the entire space in the surroundings. The wind and clouds rose, and the sky changed color. Even though Wu Yong and the others were far away, they could still feel their hearts palpitating. What kind of killer move is this? Golden Filestone was even more frightened. In the face of the surging blue torrent, he knew that it was impossible to escape. He could only grit his teeth and block the giant axe in front of him. The blue torrent rushed forward and instantly submerged the Golden Filestone. Accompanied by a loud rumble, the ground within a radius of several dozen meters around the Golden Filestone was scorched black. On the other hand, the Golden Filestone was blasted to smithereens, turning into dust that was invisible to the naked eye and dispersing into the air. Too fierce. Wu Yong clicked his tongue. Even though they knew that Su Chen was powerful, they were still deeply shocked when they saw Su Chen kill a level 3 zombie in 1 hit. Su Chen narrowed his eyes and scanned the area. Soon, 3 purple beams of light appeared in his line of sight. 3 fragments. Su Chen was pleasantly surprised. In the past, when he killed zombies, at most 2 fragments would drop, and it had only appeared once. It was rare to see 3 fragments drop at once. Su Chen was not in a hurry to pick them up. After the Golden Filestone died, the zombies started to become restless. Roar! Then, a roar came from the zombie horde. Their blood-red eyes were filled with a layer of bloodlust as they sized up Su Chen and the others. Su Chen knew that without the suppression of the Golden Filestone, the zombies had returned to their original nature. They were obviously treating them as food. Don't just stand there, let's do it. Su Chen called out and rushed towards the zombie horde. Wu Yong and the others reacted and attacked as well. At the same time, the zombies were also enraged and rushed forward. A merciless massacre was also on display at this moment. Kill! Dainyu held the heaven hammer and smashed it down. 2 normal zombies that rushed forward were smashed into 2 piles of meat paste. Chapter 161. Picked up Level 1 Pulse Pistol. Fragment X1, 1. Fragments are full. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. Su Chen hesitated for a moment and chose to use it. Level 1 pulse pistol was no longer useful to him. He had already given the previous 2 to Tan Lin and Yang Qian. He decided to give this one to Sure Duo. Although Sure Duo was also a level 1 evolver, she was only 7 years old. Having an extra weapon in hand could be considered as one more life-saving means. After putting the level 1 pulse pistol into the storage pouch, Su Chen continued to pick up fragments. Picked up Magic Fusion Gem, Fragment X1, Tube 10. Fragments are not full. Cannot be used. Can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. Picked up Meteorite Iron Sword, Fragment X1, 1. Fragments are full. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. After saying that, a 2-meter-long heavy sword appeared in Su Chen's hand. It weighed more than 200 kilograms. Wu Yang and Yang Lingtian were both good at using swords. No matter who it was, it would be fine to give it to. However, Meteorite Iron Sword was somewhat similar to the broadsword in Wu Yang's hand. It should be more suitable for Wu Yang. After putting away Meteorite Iron Sword, Su Chen grabbed a yellow fragment. Picked up Maotai Fruit Seed, Fragment X1, 1. Fragments are full. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. With the experience of Coca-Cola fruit, Su Chen guessed that after Maotai Fruit Seed was planted, the fruit should be Maotai wine. After planting the seed into plant dimension, Su Chen suddenly found a purple gold fragment not far away. There was no doubt that the purple gold fragment was also a new type of fragment. Su Chen trotted forward and grabbed it. Picked up 2,000 energy points, Fragment X1, 1. Fragments are full. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. What is this? Energy points can be dropped? And 2,000 energy points? Su Chen almost thought that he had misheard. He trembled and said, "Use." This time, nothing appeared in his hand. Thinking that energy points were the exchange points that belonged to the Doomsday Shopping Center, he hurriedly opened the Doomsday Shopping Center to check. When he saw that his energy points had become 2,456 points, he almost fainted from excitement. If the 2,000 energy points were exchanged for fragments, it would be 2,000 fragments. He would need to kill 20,000 zombies to obtain so many fragments. But now, just by picking up a purple gold fragment, he had gained 2,000 energy points. Happiness came too suddenly. For a time, he had a misconception that he didn't know if it was real or not. However, after looking at it for a while and confirming that it was indeed 2,456 energy points, Su Chen clenched his fists tightly. The significance of 2,000 energy points was extraordinary. Level 4 all attributes. Fragment only required 500 energy points. Level 5 Gale Thunder Black Eagle. Also cost 500 energy points. In other words, as long as Su Chen was willing, he could turn himself into a level 4 evolver or a level 4 psychic, or even a level 5 psychic. As for the level 5 Wine Thunder Black Eagle, he could exchange for 4 at once. What was the concept of 4 level 5 beasts? They could completely slaughter the entire Jianghu island. Evolvers, zombies, mutant beasts, and aliens were all like ants in front of level 5 beasts. Su Chen took a deep breath and didn't intend to exchange for the time being. Although he was only at level 3, his true strength was enough to crush level 4 beasts. There was almost no one on Jianghu Island who could pose a threat to him. There was no need to rush to exchange. In addition to this, what he desired most was the ancient god-fiend body. He wanted to accumulate energy points. Although he didn't know what the ancient god-fiend body was, he had a vague feeling that as long as he got it, he would definitely go further on the path of invincibility. Chapter 162. Picking up a purple gold fragment by accident made Su Chen even more motivated, and the speed of picking up fragments also increased. Picked up War God Armor, Fragment X1, 150. Fragments not full, cannot be used, can be exchanged for energy points. Not exchanging. The name War God Armor sounded awesome, and the number of fragments required was the same as level 5 Wine Thunder Black Eagle. This kind of thing, Su Chen would not easily exchange it for energy points. Then, he grabbed another yellow fragment. Picked up Wangleji fruit seed. Fragment X1, 1-1, fragments full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. Su Chen realized that he had been fighting with the beverage seeds recently, and if this continued, the planting space would not be able to hold them anymore. But if he did not plant them, it would be a waste to keep them in his storage bag. So he took out the last upgrade gem and upgraded the planting space to 20 cubic meters. After successfully planting the Wangleji fruit seed, Su Chen aimed for a blue fragment and grabbed it. Picked up charged shield. Fragment X1, 1-1, fragments full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. A palm-sized blue round shield appeared in Su Chen's hand. It looked inconspicuous, but with an energy stone installed, it could create a meter-sized energy shield that could withstand a powerful attack from a level 2 evolver or level 2 mage. Not bad. Su Chen nodded and kept it in his storage bag. Charged shield was useless to him, but it was very useful to others. It could even save their lives at a critical moment. Picked up Phoenix Feather Spear. Fragment X1, 1-1, fragments full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. None of them liked to use spears, so Su Chen decided to exchange it for energy points. Picked up Hard Fruit Seed. Fragment X1, 1-1, fragments full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. Picked up Mysterious Ice of the Netherworld. Fragment X1, 1-10, fragments full, cannot be used, can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. Picked up Level 2 Mechanical Soldier. Fragment *1, 1/10. Fragments are not full, so can't be used. Can be exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. Su Chen already had a Level 3 Mechanical Soldier, and a Level 2 Mechanical Soldier was nothing to him. Picked up Black Iron Saber. Fragment *1, 1/1. The fragment is full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. A black saber about 1 meter long appeared in Su Chen's hand. He would leave the meteorite iron saber to Wu Yang and give the black iron saber to Yang Ling Tian. In this way, almost everyone had a weapon that they could use. Putting the black iron saber into the storage bag, Su Chen continued to pick up the fragments. Picked up Bread Tree Seed. Fragment *1, 1/1. Full of fragments, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. Picked up Magic Fusion Gem. Fragment X1, 3/10. Fragments are not full, so cannot be used. Can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. Picked up Rechargeable Flashlight. Fragment *1, 1/1. Fragments are not full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. Rechargeable Flashlight. Had the same function as the flashlight in his previous life, it was used for illumination. Logically speaking, this thing was useless, but since it was the first time it appeared, Su Chen still exchanged for it. Chapter 163. After nearly 2 hours, Su Chen finished collecting all the fragments. Most of them were exchanged for energy points, which had broken through the 3,000 mark and became 3,358 energy points. I'm not far from exchanging for the ancient god-fiend body. A smile appeared on Su Chen's face. Although there was still a gap of more than 6,000, Jianghu's zombie army was more than 100,000. As long as the rest were killed, the day of exchanging for the ancient god-fiend body was just around the corner. After a while, he sighed and began to help dig for the energy stones. More than 10,000 zombies were killed. Wu Yang and the rest kept digging, but they had only dug less than half of the stones. When the sky gradually darkened, all the energy stones were finally dug out. Su Chen called everyone to get in the car and left. Satoshi, head towards Xianxia colony. Stop 3 kilometers away. Su Chen instructed. Xianxia colony was most likely occupied by Jianghu, so there must be a lot of zombies inside. Su Chen's purpose was to kill all the zombies in one fell swoop. However, the sky was already dark, and after killing 10,000 zombies, everyone was a little tired. Su Chen planned to rest for the night and kill the zombies in Xianxia colony the next morning. While the intelligent chariot was moving slowly, Su Chen took out the weapons that had been dropped and distributed them. Duo, I'll give you a pulse pistol. In the future, you can kill zombies like your two sisters. Su Chen said and put the level 1 pulse pistol in Duo's hand. Brother Chen, thank you. Duo took the level 1 pulse pistol and ran to Yang and Tan Lin. She shouted excitedly, Sister Tan Lin, Sister Yang, I have a pistol too. When Duo was fierce, she even dared to kill people. She was a little witch. When she was with Yang and Tan Lin, she became a cute little girl next door. Su Chen knew that the little girl next door was Duo's true nature. However, in this post-apocalyptic world, Duo was still working hard to change herself. She knew that if she wasn't ruthless, she wouldn't be able to survive in this cruel post-apocalyptic world. Later, Su Chen took out the meteorite iron saber and the black iron saber and gave them to Wu Yang and Yang Ling Tian respectively. They were so happy that they couldn't close their mouths. Yang Hao, Chao Ran, you two come here. Su Chen called out. Chen Gu, we're here. Chao Ran and Yang Hao knew that Su Chen was going to give them weapons. Their faces were brimming with radiant smiles. The dagger is yours. The shield is yours. Su Chen distributed the items according to their needs. He gave the nether dagger to Chao Ran and the charged shield to Yang Hao. Chen Gu, how do I use this thing? Yang Hao was a little puzzled. Although he knew that Su Chen's item wouldn't be bad, he still felt that the palm-sized disc in his hand was a little too inconspicuous. Install the energy stone and press the switch. Su Chen said as he demonstrated. When he saw a blue energy passport appear in front of him, Yang Hao was surprised and asked, Chen Gu, is this used for defense? Su Chen nodded. It can withstand a full blow from a level 2 evolver. Really? Yang Hao's eyes suddenly lit up. He turned to Yang Ling Tian and said, Dad, why don't you try slashing me? Yang Ling Tian swallowed his saliva and rolled his eyes at Yang Hao. He thought, how can a father slash his son? Moreover, what if the shield doesn't work? Uncle Wu, please slash me. Seeing that Yang Ling Tian wasn't moved, Yang Hao began to beg again. Chapter 164. Wu Yang looked at Su Chen and asked for Su Chen's opinion. Captain Wu, don't worry about him. Su Chen smiled faintly. Since Su Chen said so, Wu Yang was relieved. He told Yang Hao, get ready, I'm going to do it. Come on, Uncle Wu. Yang Hao put the shield in front of him, his body trembling slightly. Seeing that Yang Hao was ready, Wu Yang held the meteoric iron sword and slashed at him. Clang! Yang Hao was thrown to the ground by a huge force. He looked a little embarrassed, but he was unharmed. This thing can really withstand a blow from a level 2 evolver. Yang Hao was excited. Wu Yang could not break the shield even after using the meteoric iron sword. This was enough to show the strength of the rechargeable shield. Chen Gu, does my dagger have any special functions? Chao Ran thought and asked Su Chen. Yang Hao's small disc seemed inconspicuous, but it had a strong defense. Would his dagger have any special functions? It's very sharp, and it's very suitable for gouging out eyeballs, Su Chen said seriously. Ah! Chao Ran was dumbfounded. Although he had gouged out eyeballs twice, he did not have to mention it all the time. It was as if he liked gouging out eyeballs. Also, just to make it easier to gouge out eyeballs, he gave him a dagger? Looking at Chao Ran's dumbfounded expression, Su Chen did not want to tease him anymore. He said, gouging eyeballs is only one of its features. Its biggest feature is teleportation, within a range of 5 meters. Teleportation? Chao Ran muttered with a serious expression. Su Chen held the netherworld dagger in his hand and said, you can control it with your mind. Let me show you. As soon as he finished speaking, the nether dagger in his hand suddenly disappeared. When it reappeared, it stopped in front of Chao Ran's right eye, almost touching his eyeball. Did you see that? This is its teleportation ability, Su Chen said faintly. Chen Gu, I know. Can you take it away? Chao Ran smiled bitterly. Just now, when the nether dagger suddenly appeared in front of him, he was so scared that he broke out in a cold sweat. If Su Chen couldn't control it, his right eye would be ruined. Su Chen returned the nether dagger to Chao Ran and asked with a smile, "What do you think of this dagger?" "It's very strong. It's very suitable for sneak attacks, Chao Ran said with a nod. The ability to teleport was not something that just anyone could have. Just this alone could make it impossible to guard against and catch people off guard. I also think that the nether dagger suits your temperament very well." Su Chen patted Chao Ran's shoulder, and a meaningful smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. What does Chen Gu mean? Is he praising me? Or is he mocking me? Chao Ran was stunned again. After distributing the weapons, Su Chen took out the omnipotent oven and began to prepare dinner. The interior of the car was soon filled with laughter and chatter. After eating and drinking, everyone found a place to rest. Since they were in the intelligent war chariot, they did not have to worry about encountering any danger at all. One by one, they quickly fell asleep. The next morning, the intelligent war chariot set off toward Songyue's colony. Su Chen saw a large number of red dots densely packed in Songyue's colony on the central control screen. There were roughly 10,000 of them. Not bad. It looks like today will be a fruitful day. As if he predicted that a large number of fragments would explode, Su Chen's lips slowly curled up. Chapter 165. Blue Moon Colony was a medium-sized colony. The city walls were tall and thick, and it was much larger than Tiannan Colony. When the intelligent war chariot was about 100 meters away from Tiannan Colony, it immediately attracted the attention of the zombies inside. Soon, more than 100 zombies rushed out of the city gate and headed straight for the intelligent war chariot. Su Chen got out of the chariot, raised his hand, and launched a wave of magical attacks, killing the group of zombies in the blink of an eye. In order to attract the zombies inside, he even let the intelligent war chariot fire a few shots. As expected, the loud explosions attracted the zombies to rush out of the city. Soon there were more than 1,000 of them. Su Chen rubbed his hands and said excitedly, "Let's do it." Kill. Shi Dainyu was the first to rush toward the zombies. The others also made their moves. As the main firepower, the intelligent war chariot also went all out at this moment. For a time, the city gate of Blue Moon Colony was filled with explosions. Flames soared into the sky, and it became a veritable slaughterhouse. Due to the restrictions of the city gate of Blue Moon Colony, the zombies couldn't all rush out at once. They could only come out in batches. This undoubtedly made it much easier for Su Chen and the others to hunt. Every time a large group of zombies rushed out, they would be killed by concentrated fire. Just like that, after more than 10 times, all the zombies in Songyu's colony were killed. Su Chen narrowed his eyes and looked forward. Soon, more than 1,000 beautiful light beams appeared in his line of sight. Another 1,000 fragments. Su Chen clenched his fists tightly. The rest of the time was to dig out energy stones and pick up fragments. Will there be a purple gold fragment today? Su Chen didn't pick up the fragments immediately. Instead, he kept looking around. He picked up a purple gold fragment yesterday, and it dropped 2,000 energy points. He was somewhat looking forward to it. There really is one. After looking for a while, Su Chen found a purple gold fragment in a pile of fragments. Without any hesitation, he rushed forward and grabbed the light purple fragment. A familiar voice echoed in his mind. Picked up 2,000 energy points. Fragment *1, 1. The fragments are full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. Su Chen was extremely excited and hurriedly opened Doomsday Merchant Center to check. When he saw that his energy points had become 5,358 points, he laughed wildly. His energy points exceeded 5,000 and he was one step closer to exchanging for the ancient god-fiend body. It could be said that the ancient god-fiend body would be in his hands after 2 more pale golden fragments were dropped. Su Chen took a deep breath, calmed himself down, and continued to pick up the fragments. Picked up Mysterious Ice of the Netherworld. Fragment X1, Tube 10. The fragment is not full, so it cannot be used. It can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. Picked up Pet Raising Space. Fragment *1, 1-10. The fragment is not full, cannot be used, can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. Pet Raising Space. Was the first time something appeared. Suchen guessed that it was for storing pets. If it was, he could consider getting more mutant beasts to form an army of mutant beasts. When not needed, he could place them in the pet-raising space. When needed, he could summon them. Of course, did the pet-raising space have this function? How big was it? He didn't know this for the time being. He could only wait until he gathered all of them. It was also difficult for him to make a decision. Fortunately, he only had a little over 6,000 energy points, which was still quite a distance away from 10,000. There was still plenty of time to think about it. As for the desert sandfire, it was a fire elemental manifestation that had been automatically integrated into the fire elemental magic. After obtaining desert sandfire, Suchen had already fused 3 types of magic into his conjured objects. The other 2 types were the wood elemental, serene pool divine wood, and the thunder elemental, savage divine thunder. It could be said that after picking up the shards this time, although Suchen's cultivation level did not increase, his strength had undoubtedly increased by a lot again. Later on, Suchen put away his thoughts and also joined the ranks of digging for energy stones. After spending a full half a day, all the energy stones were finally dug out. Everyone returned to the intelligent war chariot, and Suchen arranged for everyone to eat and rest for a while. He walked to the front of the car and looked at the control screen. Chapter 167. After killing the zombies here, the next step of the plan was to continue looking for zombies to hunt. If there were zombies nearby, Suchen would continue to stay here. If there were no zombies, he would return to Tiannan and deal with the zombies there first. A large number of red dots appeared on the corner of the central control screen, estimated to be around 1,000. Suchen checked the distance. It was only 5 kilometers away from Xianxia's gathering place. It was close, plus there were around 1,000 zombies. It was worth it. He pointed to the place where the zombies were and ordered the intelligent war vehicle. Satoshi, go to this place. Roger. The intelligent war vehicle ignited and started, speeding forward. Taking advantage of this time, Suchen also ate something to fill his stomach. Suchen, are we going to hunt zombies? Wu Yang walked up and asked. Suchen nodded. There are 1,000 zombies ahead, let's go and kill them. Wu Yang didn't ask much and continued to eat. After several days of contact with Suchen, he found that Suchen didn't simply hunt zombies for energy stones. Every time he killed zombies, he would do some strange actions. He would often grab something in the air, sometimes laugh, sometimes stare blankly. Then he thought about how Suchen could take out so many magical things. He faintly felt that it was related to these strange actions. However, who didn't have a secret? Some people's secrets could be explored, while some people's secrets couldn't be touched. Just like Suchen, mysterious and powerful. Would he allow others to dig out his secrets? Wu Yang certainly wouldn't ask for a rebuff. His biggest strength was contentment. Following Suchen, he had food and drinks, had the opportunity to promote his cultivation, and could also get a weapon. In the apocalypse, where could he find such a comfortable environment? Therefore, even if Suchen had a big secret, it had nothing to do with him, and he wouldn't get to the bottom of it. This was his way of dealing with people. Half an hour later, the intelligent chariot slowly drove into an abandoned city. The scale of this city was still very large, but it was overgrown with weeds and looked very desolate. Some of the tall buildings were even wrapped in layers of green plants, making it impossible to see their original appearance. Brother Chen, are we going to get out of the car to hunt zombies? Chao Ran asked. Collapsed buildings were piled up on the streets of the city. The roads were completely sealed, and the intelligent war chariots could not drive in. If you want to hunt zombies, you have to get off the car and walk into the city. We'll talk about it later, Suchen replied absent-mindedly, his eyes still fixed on the central control screen. Satoshi, zoom in on this area, Suchen said as he pointed at a spot on the control panel. Yes. The image on the central control screen changed, and soon, a gymnasium-like building appeared. He saw that the gymnasium was surrounded by green plants, and it was impossible to see the situation inside. The reason why Suchen was interested in this place was that there were not only hundreds of red dots gathered here, but also more than 20 blue dots and a huge black. The red dots represented zombies or mutant beasts, the blue dots represented humans, So what did the black dot represent? This was the key to Su Chen's interest. Satoshi, what is that black dot? Su Chen asked. Replying to Master, the black dot represents an alien creature. An alien creature. Su Chen's eyelids twitched. Soon, he remembered the Green Turtle tribe in the mine pit of the Huangzi mountain range. Could it be the Green Turtle tribe? Su Chen was a little suspicious, because as far as he knew, there was only one alien race on Qianyu Island, the Green Turtle tribe. But whether it was the Green Turtle tribe or not, he still needed to find out. Chapter 168. Captain Wu, Xiao Tai and I will go in to check out the situation. You guys stay in the car. Don't get out of the car until I come back, Su Chen said. The appearance of the alien creature had aroused his great interest. But considering that he and the mechanical soldier had left, if a level 3 zombie appeared, Wu Yang and the others would have a hard time dealing with it. So, he decided to let them stay in the car. Chen Ge, let me follow you. Yang Hao was eager to try. Ever since he got the charged shield, he felt that his combat ability had increased several times. He would not be a burden to Su Chen. It's not convenient for you to follow me. Su Chen politely refused. He still did not know how strong the alien creature in the stadium was. If it was too strong, Yang Hao would become a burden. Okay then. Yang Hao was a little disappointed. Su Chen, be careful. Tan Lin looked at Su Chen reluctantly. Even though she knew that Su Chen was strong, she was still worried. Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Su Chen smiled and comforted her. Then, he got out of the car with the mechanical soldier. Entering the city, Su Chen went straight to the stadium. On the way, many scattered zombies found him and attacked him. But the difference in strength was too great. Before they could get close, Su Chen crushed their heads with his spiritual power. About 10 minutes later, Su Chen came to a place about 100 meters away from the stadium and stopped. At this time, there were hundreds of zombies gathered outside the gate of the stadium. They roared and kept attacking the gate. However, outside the gate, there was a thick layer of green vegetation that closed the gate, leaving only a small hole. No matter how crazy the zombies were, they could only go in through the hole one by one. Are the humans inside luring the zombies? Su Chen frowned slightly. The hole on the gate was obviously deliberately left there, and it was only big enough for one zombie to go in. Their purpose was obvious. If it wasn't to kill zombies, they would just block the entrance. Su Chen stood where he was and pondered for a while before charging over with the mechanical soldiers. After all, there were hundreds of zombies. If he killed them all, he would get dozens of fragments. Of course, he wouldn't miss the chance to pick up the fragments. The appearance of Su Chen and the mechanical soldiers quickly attracted the attention of the zombies. They no longer cared about attacking the gate of the stadium. They all turned around and rushed towards Su Chen. In order to end the battle quickly, Su Chen took out the enchanted magic saber and slashed out. The berserk gray blast swept out, and in an instant, 1/3 of the zombies were split into two. The mechanical soldier rushed forward and swung the machete in its hand, killing dozens of them in the blink of an eye. Su Chen swung his sword a second time. After killing more than 100 zombies, there were less than 100 zombies left. He put away the enchanted magic saber and controlled his mental power to kill the remaining zombies. Amidst the sounds of explosions, the heads of any zombies that came close would explode inexplicably, and they would die. In just a few breaths, the remaining zombies were all killed. Seeing more than 30 brilliant beams of light on the ground, a smile appeared on Su Chen's face. Then he began to pick up the fragments. The first one was a yellow fragment. Picked up hard fruit seed. Fragment *1, 1/1. Fragments are full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. Picked up, Earth Vein Fire Meteorite. Fragment *1, Tube 10. Fragments are not full, cannot be used, can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. Chapter 169. Picked up, Upgrade Gem. Fragment *1, 1/1. The fragment is full. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. Picked up, Exploding Fruit Seed. Fragment *1, 1/1. The fragment is full. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. Picked up, level 1 monster firewolf. Fragment *1, 1p3. The fragment is not full. Cannot be used. Can be exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. After picking up all the fragments, the most valuable one was upgrade gem. Most of the remaining fragments were exchanged for energy points. At this time, Su Chen's eyes drifted towards the entrance of the stadium. His mind was slowly turning. In addition to more than 20 humans in the stadium, there was also a mutated creature. He was now somewhat confused. Why were the humans and the mutated creatures at peace? Could it be that they were in a cooperative relationship? Through the previous incident of luring and killing the zombies, he came to this conclusion. But it was only a guess. He stood in place and pondered for a while. Then he walked straight towards the entrance of the stadium. No matter what the relationship between the humans and the mutated creatures was, since he was here, he had to go in and see the situation. As he approached the entrance, Su Chen raised his hand and threw out a fireball. There was only a small hole in the entrance. He did not want to crawl in like a dog. Today's fireball, after incorporating desert sand fire, had completely exceeded the limit of a level 3 fireball. Boom! A loud explosion was heard. The green plants surrounding the entrance were all blown to pieces. After the smoke and dust settled, Su Chen squinted his eyes and saw that the original entrance of the stadium had been revealed. However, inside the entrance, it was pitch black. It was like an abyss without any light. This is a bit strange. Su Chen frowned and muttered. The moment the entrance was blown open, he faintly heard an angry roar coming from inside. This roar was very strange. It did not sound like a human's, nor did it sound like a zombie's or a mutated beast's voice. Moreover, after this roar, the entire stadium was filled with rustling sounds that made people feel a chill down their spines. I'd like to see what's up with all this nonsense. Su Chen sneered and walked straight into the stadium. With his current strength, he could kill a level 4 evolver. Could there be someone stronger than a level 4 evolver in the stadium? If he did, he wouldn't have to hide like this. Inside the stadium, it was so dark that one couldn't even see one's fingers in front of one's face. There was also a gloomy and terrifying atmosphere. If it were anyone else, they would have been scared to the point of running away, but Su Chen didn't care at all. After taking a dozen or so steps forward, suddenly, the sound of something breaking through the air came from behind. Su Chen's expression turned cold, and he instantly released his spiritual force. With the help of his mental power, he quickly discovered that the sneak attack was a plant vine. Ordinary vines were green, but this one was very different from normal vines. Not only was it blood red, there was a mouth at the front of the vines. There were also several sharp fangs inside, emitting a cold light. "You're courting death." Su Chen snorted and raised his hand to shoot out a wind blade. Although he didn't know the origin of this vine, since it was a sneak attack, how could he let it go so easily? Gotcha! The vines that had sneakily attacked were directly cut into 2 halves, and a large amount of blood spurted out from them. At the same time, there was a painful scream not far away. Chapter 170. Su Chen's heart skipped a beat, and he instantly activated the rapid boots. With a flash of purple light on his feet, he rushed in the direction of the roar like a gust of wind. In the blink of an eye, he was 50 meters away. Within the range of Su Chen's mind power, a blood-colored plant that was more than 10 meters tall appeared. There were dozens of thick vines on the body of the blood-colored plant, making it look like a red octopus. What was even stranger was that there was a woman's face at the top of the blood-colored plant. She looked extremely cold. He. It was also at this time that the cold and elegant woman looked at Su Chen and let out a hair-raising shriek. Su Chen squinted his eyes. Just as he was about to make a move, he heard a woman's voice. "Young man, who are you? How dare you trespass into my territory? Are you tired of living? You can speak human language?" Su Chen was surprised. However, he soon realized that something was amiss. The voice did not come from the cold woman but from another direction. Su Chen scanned the area with his mind power and his eyelids twitched. Not far away, a young woman with a pale face was pierced through her chest by a blood-colored vine. She was lifted into the air. The one who spoke was the young woman. Apart from that, Suchen also realized that there were more than 20 humans being lifted into the air around the young woman. All of them looked like they were struggling in pain. Are you torturing and killing humans? Suchen turned around and looked at the cold woman. His killing intent had already locked onto her. At this moment, he realized that the humans were not living in harmony with the mutated tribe. Instead, they were being controlled by the blood-colored plant. Although he was not familiar with the humans, as a fellow human, he did not want to see the mutated tribe killing his own kind. Young man, mind your own business. Leave this place quickly and I will consider not killing you. At this moment, another man's voice was heard. It was a blood-colored vine with a middle-aged man in it that appeared in front of Suchen. Faced with the blood-colored plant's threat, Suchen did not care. He said coldly, "Which tribe are you from? If you tell me the truth, I will consider leaving your corpse intact." Arrogant! Since you don't want to leave, go to hell. The blood-colored plant roared furiously. More than 10 vines extended from its huge body and shot towards Suchen. Previously, it wanted to scare Suchen away because it was afraid of Suchen's strength. But seeing that Suchen was unmoved, and even threatened to kill it, it didn't dare to do anything. The blood plant was completely enraged and swore to kill Suchen on the spot. Do it! Suza's eyes. The mechanical soldier beside him charged forward and slashed at the blood-colored plant. Instantly, a few vines were cut off. The blood-colored plant was in so much pain that it cried out in pain. Suchen took out his enchanted divine sword. After infusing it with fire element magical power, he swung his sword horizontally. A fire dragon slithered upward. The temperature was so high that it seemed like it was going to burn the air. The vines that were flying towards Suchen were burned to ashes as soon as they came into contact with the fire dragon. Ah! After being severely injured, the blood-colored plant's huge body trembled violently. The cold-looking woman's face was also distorted. Stop! I am willing to give you my energy stones as compensation. Please let me go. Realizing that it was no match for Suchen, the blood-colored plant began to beg for mercy. Suchen stopped and asked loudly, "Let me ask you again. Which tribe are you from?" This blood-colored plant was obviously not native to Jianghu Island. What was its origin? This attracted Suchen's attention. Chapter 171. Under Suchen's intense stare, the blood plant hesitated for a while before it finally said, "I only know that I belong to the monster plant clan. I don't know anything else." Suchen had never heard of the monster plant clan. He was slightly surprised and continued to ask, "How did you end up here?" "I don't know." The blood plant did not hesitate this time and said, "I've been here ever since I gained sentience." Suchen was disappointed that he did not get much useful information from the blood plant. "I've told you everything I know. Can you let me go now?" Seeing that Suchen was silent, the blood plant tried to test him. Suchen curled his lips and said mockingly, "When did I say that I wouldn't kill you? Those who were not of the same race would definitely have different intentions. Moreover, the blood plant had harmed many humans. Suchen did not plan to let it go. How dare you make fun of me? The blood plant was furious. It clenched its teeth and said, "If I die, you won't have a good ending." As soon as it finished its sentence, all the vines on the blood plant's body started to dance. Since Suchen did not plan to let it go, it would not sit still and wait for its death. Even if it died, it would fight to the death with Suchen. However, in the face of absolute power, everything it did was in vain. "You're overestimating yourself." Suchen sneered and slashed with the enchanted divine sword in his hand. Amidst the lightning flashes, a blue torrent instantly appeared in front of the blood plant. With just a roll, all the vines were destroyed. Following that, a wave came crashing down and pierced through the blood plant's body, splitting it into two. After the blood plant's gigantic body fell to the ground, 10 beams of light shot out from its body. 10 fragments. Suchen was surprised. Killing a monster plant could even drop fragments, and 10 of them at once. This was something that he had never expected. He was not in a hurry to pick up the fragments. Instead, he used his mental power to scan the surroundings. The surroundings were silent and there was no sign of a second blood plant. As the blood plants died, the humans who were controlled also lost their life force. Su Chen withdrew his mental strength and walked toward the blood plant to pick up the pieces. Picked up, Level 2 Demonic Beast, Vigorous Flaming Bull, Fragment *1, 1-10. The fragment is not full, so it cannot be used. It can be exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. Picked up, Shenyuan Divine Sword, *1, 1-50. The fragments are not full, so it cannot be used. It can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. Picked up Strawberry Seed, Fragment *1, 1-1. The fragment is full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. After picking up the 10 fragments, Su Chen only kept 1 fragment of the Shenyuan Divine Sword and exchanged the rest for energy points. Just as he was about to leave, a red light suddenly emerged from the blood plant's body. What is it? Su Chen exclaimed softly. He then dug out a red gem-like object from the blood plant. It was about the same size as the upgrade gemstone. Since he couldn't recognize what it was, Su Chen put it into his storage bag. He then left the stadium with the mechanical soldier. After walking out of the stadium, Su Chen was not in a hurry to return to the intelligent chariot. There were still many scattered zombies in the city. Since they were all here, he had to kill them all. After spending half an hour, Su Chen slaughtered the zombies in the city and picked up more than 30 fragments. He then returned to the intelligent chariot, leisurely. Chapter 172. Su Chen, are you all right? Tan Lin walked up to Su Chen and asked with concern. Yang Qian also walked up. She looked like she had something to say but was too shy to say it. Don't worry, I'll be fine. Su Chen smiled and took out the red gemstone, placing it in front of everyone. Does anyone know what this is? Everyone looked at it for a while, but no one recognized it. From its appearance, the red gemstone looked similar to an energy stone. However, the difference was quite obvious. Energy stones were white, but this gemstone was blood red. Su Chen, where did you get it? Wu Yong frowned and asked. Su Chen did not hide anything and told them about the blood plant in the gymnasium. There are still monster plants in this world? Wu Yong exclaimed. He was already shocked when he heard about the green tortoise tribe from Su Chen. He did not expect to hear about a new species this time. Jianghu, can blood plants be eaten? Yang Hao asked in a daze. Shi Dainiu and Chao Ran also pricked up their ears, looking forward to Su Chen's answer. A bunch of foodies. Su Chen was speechless. He did not expect Yang Hao to ask such a question. He thought for a while and replied, that thing is too disgusting. If you like it, I'll get you some next time. Hearing Su Chen's words, Yang Hao quickly waved his hand. Jianghu, there's no need for that. Su Chen laughed. Just as he was about to put the red gemstone away, the intelligent war chariot suddenly spoke. Master, I know what it is. You know? Su Chen was shocked. It's a level 3 monster core. It's much more precious than a level 3 energy stone. Monster core? More precious than a level 3 energy stone? Su Chen was suddenly interested and asked, what's its use? Damage can be repaired, the intelligent war chariot replied. Hearing this, Su Chen rubbed his nose and was a little disinterested. The ability to repair damage was indeed amazing. However, he had a lot of healing potions in his storage bag, and the healing effect was immediate. In that case, the level 3 demon core would be of little use to him. Su Chen shook his head and said calmly, it's not even comparable to a level 3 energy stone. Unexpectedly, as soon as he finished speaking, the intelligent war chariot spoke again. Master, if you install this demon core on me, I will be able to activate my self-healing ability. Huh! Su Chen's eyes lit up. The intelligent war chariot was currently at level 2, and its main functions were to attack, defend, and scout. It did not have the ability to repair itself. If he could use this to develop new functions, it would undoubtedly increase his strength by quite a bit. How do I install it? Su Chen couldn't wait. Master, you only need to install the demon core in the groove below the central control screen. Su Chen followed the intelligent war chariot's instructions and placed the demon core in the groove. Soon, a red light flashed in the groove, and the entire demon corps disappeared without a trace. The intelligent war chariot then said, "Master, the self-healing ability has been successfully developed." "Great." Su Chen laughed heartily. He could not help but feel that his luck was not bad today. After killing a monster plant, not only did he pick up 10 fragments, but he also benefited the intelligent war chariot and developed a new function. It was an unexpected gain. Chapter 173. Killing 1,000 zombies could not satisfy Su Chen's needs at all. At this moment, he was looking for the whereabouts of the other zombies. Soon, he saw a gathering place called Full Moon City on the central control screen. There were a large number of red dots there, at least 7,000 to 8,000 of them. However, there was one thing that made Su Chen feel very strange. In Full Moon City, there were not only a large number of zombies but also 4,000 to 5,000 humans. Logically speaking, zombies and humans were like fire and water. They would fight to the death as soon as they met. They would never live in peace in a gathering place. And for this to happen, Su Chen guessed that there might be a zombie with intelligence among the zombies that could command other zombies. Moreover, the strength of humans and zombies were on par. No one was confident that they could defeat the other. This was why they were in a stalemate. Thinking of this, Su Chen turned to Wu Yang and asked, "Captain Wu, have you heard of Full Moon City?" "I've heard of it. Full Moon City used to be a big city. It was smaller than King Kong City, but it was conquered by zombies later on." Speaking of this, Wu Yang thought of something and asked, "Are we going to Full Moon City?" Su Chen nodded. "There are 7,000 to 8,000 zombies in Full Moon City. I'm going to go there and kill them." "The number is not bad," Wu Yang murmured. He had seen the world after the battle with King Kong Josher's zombie army. Therefore, 7,000 to 8,000 zombies did not make him worry at all. "Satoshi, go to Full Moon City at full speed," Su Chen ordered. "Chenggu, are we going to kill zombies?" Yang Hao suddenly became energetic. Su Chen smiled and said, "Yes, go to Full Moon City and kill zombies." "Chenggu, how many zombies are there? Can we help this time?" Chao Ran and Sherdaniu also came to Su Chen's side. "There's something wrong with these guys," Su Chen muttered to himself. Recently, he found that Yang Hao and the other two were more and more interested in killing zombies. Could it be that his strength had increased and he wanted to show off? He couldn't figure it out at the moment, so he didn't bother to think about it. He said, 7,000 to 8,000 zombies, you should have a chance to make a move." Hearing this, Yang Hao and the other two's eyes lit up. They gathered together and whispered to each other. "This time, let's see who can kill the most zombies. I killed the most last time, so I won. You two can't go back on your words." "Forget it. Last time, you had the sky hammer, and we didn't have any other weapons. Of course, we didn't kill as many as you did. Yes, let's do it again this time." "Let's fight then. Who's afraid of who?" Hearing this, Su Chen couldn't help but laugh. It seemed like these three guys were competing to see who could kill more zombies. Heaving a sigh, he stopped paying attention. Then, he sat in the driver's seat and prepared to take a break. But at this time, an alarm suddenly sounded on the central control screen. "Warning! Zombies have appeared 1 mile ahead. There are about 100 of them." Su Chen glanced at the central control screen and soon saw about 100 red dots. Among the red dots, there were more than a dozen blue dots. Obviously, the dozen or so humans were surrounded by a group of zombies. However, there was one thing that surprised Su Chen. He found that the red dots on the central control screen were constantly disappearing, while the blue dots maintained their original number from beginning to end. This meant that the dozen or so humans were all experts and were constantly hunting zombies. "Satoshi, are the zombies on the route?" Su Chen asked. If they were on the route, he could take the opportunity to observe the dozen or so humans. If they weren't, there was no need to join in the fun. Chapter 174. Master, we are approaching zombies on the way. "Then let's go and take a look," Su Chen said lightly. A few minutes later, the intelligent war chariot seemed to have entered a sea of flowers. All kinds of flowers were competing with each other in terms of beauty. A fragrant smell drifted over, making people intoxicated. Not far away, there was a group of zombies fighting fiercely with a dozen people. From time to time, there would be zombies being cut down and falling to the ground. Because the intelligent war chariot was too close, it attracted the attention of the group of zombies. Immediately, a dozen zombies rushed over. Jianghu, the zombies are coming. Let's go down and kill them. Jianghu and the other two began to rub their palms together. Then let's kill them, Suchen said casually. If the zombies didn't take the initiative to come over, he wouldn't participate. After all, these zombies weren't worth his attention. But since they came, he would kill them. At least they would drop 1 or 2 fragments, right? As soon as the intelligent war chariot's door opened, Jianghu and the other two rushed out like 3 fierce beasts. The dozen zombies that rushed over began a massacre. Suchen, we also want to go down and take a look. Tan Lin, Yang Qian, and Duo also came to Suchen's side. They weren't interested in killing zombies. Instead, they were attracted by the surrounding scenery. In the post-apocalyptic world, there were very few places that could have such beautiful scenery. Suchen didn't object and got out of the car with them. At this time, Jianghu and the other two had already killed the zombies that rushed over and were digging for energy stones. Being able to kill a dozen zombies in such a short time was enough to show that Jianghu and the other two's hunting speed and experience had increased a lot. Tan Lin and the other two got out of the car and ran into the sea of flowers. They started to pick some beautiful flowers while talking and laughing. Suchen glanced and his gaze fell on a zombie. Because there was a green fragment there. Green fragments rarely appeared. There were a total of 2 before. One of them dropped the through heaven 100 times strength technique. The other one dropped the 10,000 lights 10 shadows killing technique. Those 2 cultivation methods were of the same level as the ancient god-fiend body. Although he couldn't exchange for them for the time being, Suchen was determined to get them. What will this one be? Suchen muttered, walked forward and grabbed it. Picked up, Blade of Divine Sense, Fragment *1, 150. The fragment is not full, cannot be used, can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. After saying that, Suchen fell into deep thought. From the name, Blade of Divine Sense, seemed to be a spiritual power cultivation method or secret method. The exchange value in the Doomsday Merchant City was 5,000 energy points. It looked a little terrifying, but it was only half of the ancient god-fiend body. Suchen now had more than 6,000 energy points, so he could definitely exchange for it. However, his main goal was the ancient god-fiend body and the heavenly supreme strength technique. According to the order, Blade of Divine Sense was at most third. After picking up the fragment, Suchen had nothing to do, so he looked at the dozen or so humans. There's actually a level 3 evolver. After looking for a while, Suchen's expression changed slightly. Among the dozen humans, there was a stooped old man who looked to be in his 60s. This person rarely attacked, but every time he did, several zombies would die in his hands. With Suchen's vision, he could naturally judge his strength. If he were to make a comparison, this old man's strength was higher than Huang Can, but not as strong as Xianxia. Chapter 175. As for the others, they were all experts. Most of them were level 2 evolvers, and the weakest was a level 1 evolver. Their strength was already very strong. Even if there were 1,000 zombies, they would not be able to do anything to them, let alone 100 zombies. There are so many strong people in Huanglin district. While Suchen was guessing the origin of these people, they had killed all the zombies and were slowly walking towards them. Kid, who told you to dig for energy stones? Don't you know that these zombies are our prey? Among them, a young man with a hooked nose who was about the same size as Jianghu scolded Jianghu and the other two. This sudden rebuke caused Suchen and the others to be displeased. Hearing the commotion, Tan Lin and the other two did not linger on the beautiful scenery around them. They quickly walked to Suchen's side. The appearance of the two beauties, Tan Lin and Yang Qian, quickly attracted the other party's attention. One of them was a young man with a somewhat handsome face, but his face was extremely pale. His eyes emitted a burning light, and he did not hide the desire in his heart. Beside the pale man stood a gorgeously dressed and gorgeous woman. After seeing the pale man's expression, a hint of anger appeared on her face, and she snorted coldly. We killed the zombies. Is it wrong for us to dig for energy stones? Xianxia was stunned for a moment, and then retorted. If the zombies did not take the initiative to rush over, he would not have killed them. After all, these zombies were discovered by the other party first. If he had attacked, it would have been a robbery. But since the zombies took the initiative to come to them, there was no problem in killing them. Kid, you still dare to talk back? Hand over the energy stones, kneel down and kowtow 3 times, and Grandpa will let you go today. The young man with a hooked nose had a cold face. He did not want to let Xianxia go. Hearing this, Xianxia and the other two's faces turned ugly. Chao Ran gripped the netherworld dagger tightly and stared at the hook-nosed young man with a cold gleam in his eyes. The nether dagger had the ability to teleport. As long as Su Chen gave the order, he was very confident that he could kill him with one blow. Su Chen looked very calm, but his eyes were gradually narrowing. The other party had made things difficult for him as soon as he arrived. He would definitely not make such a big fuss over a few energy stones. Then what was the other party's motive? Su Chen's gaze swept across the dozen or so people one by one. When he looked at the hunchbacked old man, he found some clues. The hunchbacked old man narrowed his eyes and kept sizing up the intelligent war chariot. The greed on his face was obvious. Could it be that they were eyeing the intelligent war chariot? The intelligent war chariot was covered in silver light. Just from its appearance, it was not comparable to an ordinary MCV. Being able to attract attention and even having thoughts of snatching it was within reason. Thinking of this, when Su Chen was about to speak, the pale man spoke first. Zhang Chong, don't be rude. Step back first. Yes, young master. The hook-nosed young man seemed to be in awe of the pale man and obediently retreated behind him. After ordering the hook-nosed young man to step back, the pale man walked up to Su Chen with a smile on his face. However, the target of his gaze was not Su Chen, but Tan Lin and Yang Qian, who were beside Su Chen. Hello, two beauties. I'm Li Muheo from Lion's Gate. How should I address the two beauties? Yang Qian and Tan Lin were too lazy to pay attention to him. They turned their heads and ignored the pale man. In front of Su Chen, he actually came over to strike up a conversation. He must have bad intentions. Both of them were interested in Su Chen, so why would they pay attention to him? Seeing this, Li Muheo's face became gloomy and his eyes were filled with resentment. Chapter 176. Lion's Gate is one of the top forces in Jianghu Island. As the young master of Lion's Gate, his identity and status are unparalleled. In addition, he is also handsome and elegant. Who knows how many beautiful women stick to him? But this time, he lowered his posture and took the initiative to strike up a conversation, but was ignored. He felt that his self-esteem was greatly hurt, and he wished he could immediately grab Tan Lin and Yang Qian and ravage them. Su Chen perceived the malice in Li Murong's eyes, and a burst of anger suddenly surged in his heart. You dare to have ideas about my woman? Blind your dog eyes. Su Chen narrowed his eyes, and murderous intent flashed in his eyes, and he snapped, Get lost. Otherwise, I will gouge out your dog eyes. He was enraged for a beauty. At this moment, Su Chen completely regarded Tan Lin and Yang Qian as his own women. Of course, his relationship with Tan Lin was clear to everyone. On the contrary, the layer of window paper between him and Yang Qian was pierced by this. Yang Qian's face immediately flushed. She seemed a little shy, but in fact, she was secretly delighted. She didn't know when it started, but she found that she slowly fell in love with Su Chen, and she fell deeper and deeper. Originally, she wanted to express her feelings to Su Chen, but the appearance of Tan Lin made her dispel this idea. She can only bury this love deep in her heart, and maybe she will not show it for a lifetime. But what she didn't expect was that Su Chen actually said in front of so many people that she was also his woman. How could Yang Qian not be excited? Brother Yang, congratulations. Wu Yang walked to Yang Lingtian's side and smiled meaningfully. Su Chen and Yang Qian came together, and Yang Lingtian became Su Chen's father-in-law. This is a great happy event. Yang Lingtian came back to his senses and smiled from ear to ear. Su Chen's appearance was handsome, and his strength was unparalleled. No matter which aspect, he was a dragon among men. Such a son-in-law, you can't find a second one. You dare to threaten me? Li Muheo was so angry that the corner of his mouth trembled, and his face turned pale. He was ignored by Tan Lin and Yang Qian before, but now he was being humiliated in front of them. Was the young master of Lion's Gate made of mud? Could anyone bully and humiliate him? Li Mubai was furious and didn't conceal the killing intent in his heart in the slightest, as if he'd already taken Su Chen to be a dead man. How dare you scold our young master? I think you are tired of living. Zhang Chong rushed forward and roared at Su Chen. Zhang Chong calmed down. Seeing that Zhang Chong was about to make a move, the stooped old man who had been silent all this time opened his mouth. Elder Ming, kill that brat for me. Li Muheo pointed at Su Chen and said through gritted teeth. Young master, don't worry. This old man will definitely stand up for you. Elder Ming nodded and promised. Then he looked at Su Chen and said coldly, Boy, since you have offended our young master, today's matter is not easy to deal with. Su Chen rubbed his nose and said lightly, What are you going to do? He knew that the other party had been looking for trouble for a long time, and now he just found a justifiable excuse. Elder Ming smiled gloomily. Leave your MCV, and you will kill yourself on the spot. The others will break an arm, and today's matter will be over. The reason why he dared to be so aggressive was that he had absolute confidence in his own strength. In addition, the others were masters from Lion's Gate. Crushing Su Chen and others was not a problem. Chapter 177. Also, those two women must stay with me. Li Muheo added. In the post-apocalyptic world, beautiful women were rare, and Tan Lin and Yang Qian were the best of the best. He had long been drooling over them. The gorgeous woman behind Li Muheo had a cold look on her face. She looked at Tan Lin and Yang Qian with eyes full of jealousy and murderous intent. Shameless! Yang Qian was extremely ashamed and angry. She angrily cursed. Although Tan Lin was also angry, she did not show it. Instead, her gaze fell on Su Chen. She knew that as long as Su Chen was by her side, no matter how arrogant the other party was, he would not be able to do anything. Moreover, with Su Chen's style of doing things, he would definitely not let the other party have an easy time. It seems that you are really looking for death. Su Chen narrowed his eyes and stared coldly at Li Muheo. He said in a low voice, Chao Ran, gouge out his dog eyes. Li Muheo dared to have designs on Yang Qian and Tan Lin. He had already violated Su Chen's bottom line. Su Chen did not intend to let him go. With a thought, the nether dagger in Chao Ran's hand disappeared without a trace. At the same time, Su Chen also released his mental strength and swept it toward Li Muheo. Be careful. Elder Ming sensed a murderous aura sweeping past him, and he hurriedly warned him. Li Muheo also felt that something was wrong. However, before he could react, his eyes suddenly blurred and he saw a dagger piercing toward his eyeball. He was so frightened that he turned around and wanted to escape. However, in the next moment, he was shocked to find that his body was firmly bound by an invisible force. No matter how he struggled, he could not move at all. No! Li Muheo let out a desperate roar as he watched the dagger pierce into his eye socket. As blood spurted out, his right eye turned into a bloody hole, and even his eyeball was crushed. Ah! Unable to bear the immense pain, Li Muheo let out a scream like a pig being slaughtered. However, this was not the end. Su Chen's original intention was to gouge out both of his eyeballs, but he only managed to gouge out one. How could he stop there? Chao Ran also understood. He controlled the netherworld dagger and soon crushed Li Muheo's other eyeball. Li Muheo once again let out a miserable howl, but his voice quickly stopped abruptly, and he actually fainted. Su Chen withdrew his spiritual force, and Li Muheo collapsed to the ground like a dead pig. Things had happened so suddenly, and with Su Chen and Chao Ran's tacit cooperation, Elder Ming and the others had no chance to stop them. They only reacted after Li Muheo collapsed. Young master. Elder Ming threw himself to Li Muheo's side. When he saw that Li Muheo's eyes had become two bloody holes, a violent killing intent surged in his heart. Li Muheo was talented and was the favorite son of Li Zhantian, the leader of Lion's Gate. This time they came out to train, yet such a tragedy happened. As the leader, Elder Ming could not absolve himself from the blame. He could imagine that once he returned to Lion's Gate, he would receive the harshest punishment, and he might even lose his life. And the cause of all this was this young man who looked less than 20 years old in front of him. At this moment, He swore that he would tear Su Chen into pieces. Go to hell! Elder Ming could no longer suppress the rage in his heart. He suddenly stood up, gathered a violent force in his fist, and punched toward Su Chen. Su Chen curled his lips slightly, and a trace of disdain appeared on his face. He also punched out. However, the fist was dazzling with golden light, and it was covered with golden scales. He used the golden scales on the arm. The gorgeous woman bit her lip and said with a face full of hatred, "I've been tortured by him all these years. I can't wait to tear him into pieces. However, I'm only a weak woman. How can I be a match for these bullies?" I had no choice. I could only feign civility. Fortunately, I met all of you today. Only then can I take revenge and escape from the sea of suffering. Hearing the gorgeous woman's indignant explanation, Wu Yang and the others looked at each other. For a moment, they did not know whether it was true or not. They all looked at Su Chen. After all, Su Chen was their boss. Su Chen still had to decide how to deal with the gorgeous woman. Su Chen sized up the gorgeous woman and sneered in his heart. He had to admit that the other party was very scheming and her acting skills had reached the point of perfection. Chapter 179. According to Su Chen's observation, the gorgeous woman was clearly hostile towards them. Especially when she saw Tan Lin and Yang Qian, her killing intent could not be concealed. And the reason why she said those words and actions before was very likely to be a temporary measure to save her life. You're very good at acting, but you chose the wrong person. Su Chen stared at the gorgeous woman and said coldly. Hearing this, the gorgeous woman's face showed a hint of panic, but she quickly covered it up and tried to refute. I didn't lie to you. What I said is true. Su Chen snorted and did not talk nonsense with her. He raised his hand and shot out a wind blade. The gorgeous woman seemed to be scared silly, and did not have any intention of resisting. She quietly waited for the wind blade to approach. In the next moment, the wind blade easily penetrated her body. However, something unexpected happened. The gorgeous woman was not cut in half. Instead, her whole body quickly turned illusory. In the blink of an eye, she disappeared. How did she disappear? Yang Hao's eyes widened as if he had seen a ghost. The others were also surprised. Su Chen frowned and released his mental strength in an instant. Under the capture of his spiritual power, he quickly found a clue. 10 meters in front of him, a white light shield was faintly discernible. Then, a figure slowly walked out of it. It was the gorgeous woman who had disappeared in front of him. This woman had obviously used some kind of teleportation secret technique to escape from the wind blade. I have underestimated you. Su Chen narrowed his eyes and said indifferently. You want to kill me? You're still too inexperienced. The gorgeous woman chuckled and then said sternly, I'll remember you. The next time I see you, it will be the time of your death. After saying this, he turned and fled. His speed was as fast as the wind. He had reached the level of a level 3 evolver. She's a level 3 evolver. Yang Hao was shocked. Wu Yang and the others' faces were also filled with lingering fear. If Su Chen had not seen through the gorgeous woman's true face, they would have been deceived. The other party was a level 3 evolver. If he launched a sneak attack, the consequences would be unimaginable. Do you think you can escape? Su Chen sneered. Suddenly, a purple light curled around his feet. Then, like a graceful swan, he shot straight forward. After activating the speed boots, it could be said that Su Chen's speed had completely surpassed that of a level 4 evolver. F***CK. Chen Gu is too awesome. Chao Ran exclaimed. The others were also so surprised that they couldn't close their mouths. After a few breaths, Su Chen had already caught up to the gorgeous woman. In order to prevent the other party from using the secret technique to escape again, he released his mental power as soon as he came up. The gorgeous woman only felt an invisible force pressing down on her. It was as if she had fallen into a swamp, and all of her movements became sluggish. Afterwards, she saw Su Chen approaching her like a god of death. She was so scared that her beautiful face turned pale. She shouted, You are a level 3 spirit reader. Su Chen ignored her and chopped down with his sword. Facing the arrival of death, The gorgeous woman's face was filled with a deep layer of fear. She anxiously begged for mercy. "Don't kill me." "Gotcha." A crisp sound was heard. Su Chen chopped down with his sword and directly split the gorgeous woman in half. After glancing at the corpse, Su Chen turned around and walked back. Returning to the team, he ordered Jianghu and the others, search and collect the energy stones. Chapter 180. When Jianghu and the others were searching the corpses, Wu Yang walked in front of Su Chen and reminded him softly, "Su Chen, these people are from Lion's Gate. We have to be careful in the future." Lion's Gate was a top force in the Yulin district of Jianghu Island. It was on par with the Hidden Fog sect in Tongtian City. Not only were there many experts in the sect, but the sect leader, Li Zhantian, was a powerful level 4 evolver. Wu Yang had to be wary. Su Chen smiled indifferently. "Lion's Gate better not find trouble with me. Otherwise, I will kill as many as they come." A few days ago, he had killed 2 level 3 evolvers from Tongtian City. Earlier, he had also killed people from the Hidden Fog sect. It could be said that he had offended the 3 top forces in Yulin district. But so what? This world was based on strength. Su Chen had absolute confidence in himself. With his strength, he could crush any opponent below level 5. Were there any evolvers or psychics above level 5 on Jianghu Island? Even if there were 1 or 2, it didn't matter. Su Chen could exchange for a level 4 all-attribute fragment at any time and advance to level 4. He could still crush his opponents. Therefore, a mere Lion's Gate was nothing to Su Chen. Wu Yang knew that Su Chen had the ability to say such things, so he didn't say anything more. After Jianghu and the others finished searching for the spoils of war, Su Chen called everyone to get on the car and continue to move towards Full Moon City. Along the way, they encountered a few groups of zombies, but Su Chen was too lazy to kill them. As for humans, they didn't encounter a single one. After driving for about 2 hours, the intelligent war chariot arrived in front of a huge city. This city was Full Moon City. In terms of scale, Full Moon City wasn't inferior to King Kong City. However, perhaps due to the chaos of war, Full Moon City was severely damaged. Large areas of the city walls had collapsed, and it was like an abandoned city. Su Chen glanced outside the car. Then his gaze fell on the dashboard. The central control screen clearly showed that Full Moon City was divided into 2 from the middle. Half of it was occupied by humans, and the other half was the territory of zombies. Su Chen stretched out his hand and pointed at the place where the zombies were gathered. He said to the intelligent war vehicle, "Satoshi, go to this place." "Yes." The intelligent war chariot slowly drove into Full Moon City. In Full Moon City, there was a straight and wide road. It was also because of this great path that the forces of humans and zombies were clearly separated. Strangely enough, this path was not only flat, but there was also nothing blocking it. On the contrary, most of the buildings on both sides of the road had collapsed. Some places were overgrown with weeds, looking very desolate. Su Chen sat in the driver's seat and kept looking out. Just as the intelligent war chariot moved forward for more than 100 meters, more than a dozen men with weapons suddenly emerged from the ruins in front of them. As soon as they appeared, they blocked the middle of the road. It was obvious that they wanted to stop the intelligent war chariot. "Don't tell me these guys want to rob us?" Wu Yang walked to Su Chen's side and muttered, "You'll know when you see it." Su Chen smiled and stood up. When the intelligent war chariot approached, the men spread out and formed an encirclement. One of the men with a long scar on his face held a machete and pointed at the intelligent war chariot. He shouted, "If you don't want to die, get out of the car." "Satoshi, stop the car." Su Chen frowned slightly, opened the car door, and walked out alone. The scarred man sized up Su Chen. When he saw that Su Chen was young, he became even more arrogant. "I told all of you to get out. What do you mean by getting out yourself? Don't you want to live anymore?" Chapter 181. Su Chen originally wanted to have a chat with them. If they knew what was good for them and left immediately, he would not pursue the matter any further. But when he saw the other party's confident look, he changed his mind. He turned toward the car and shouted, "Dainiu Chao Ran Yong Hao, the 3 of you come down." Dainyu and the other two quickly ran out of the car and came to Su Chen's side. "Chen-gu, what are your orders?" Yang Hao asked. Before Su Chen could reply, the scarred man shouted again. "Kid, are you King deaf? I told you all to come down. Do you think I won't dare to kill you?" Hearing that the scarred man dared to scold Su Chen, Yang Hao and the other two were stunned. Then, they stared at the scarred man as if they were looking at a dead man. "Don't leave a single one alive." Su Chen left these words and turned to walk back to the car. Dealing with a few clowns was not worth his time. He might as well let Yang Hao and the other two practice and gain some combat experience. When Su Chen returned to the car, Yang Hao and the other two looked at each other and launched an attack. The three of them attacked at the same time. Their first target was the scarred man. It could not be helped. This guy was the one who scolded Su Chen. If they did not kill him first, who would they kill? Feeling the violent aura emanating from Yang Hao and the other two, the scarred man was completely dumbfounded. The corner of his mouth trembled. 3 evolvers. He knew very well that he had kicked an iron plate this time. And the lesson was extremely painful. The price he paid for it was his life. Accompanied by a miserable howl, the scarred man was smashed into meat paste by Dainyu's hammer. When the others saw that Dainyu and the other two were so fierce and powerful, they did not dare to stay and fled in all directions. However, even if they wanted to escape, Dainyu and the other two would not let them go. Relying on the speed advantage of evolvers, they chased after them and killed them one by one. "Chen-gu, all the flies have been dealt with." Back in the car, Yang Hao reported the situation to Su Chen. Su Chen nodded and said, "Satoshi, let's move on." The intelligent war chariot continued for another 500 meters before stopping in the middle of the road. Hundreds of zombies appeared in the ruins on the right side of the road. At this moment, they bared their teeth and roared at the intelligent war chariot. "Su Chen, why aren't they attacking us?" Tan Lin asked. Under normal circumstances, as long as zombies discover the existence of human beings, they will madly rush over to kill. The zombies in front of them were obviously threatening them, and they didn't show any signs of rushing over. Su Chen retracted his gaze and said casually, "Do you still remember Jean Josher's zombie army?" "I remember." Tan Lin nodded. Her eyelids suddenly twitched as she exclaimed, "Are you saying that one of those zombies has intelligence?" Su Chen nodded. Long before he came, he had suspected this. After seeing the behavior of the zombies here, he was even more certain. These zombies had obviously received orders not to attack humans at will. Only some intelligent zombies could have such a strong deterrent force. "Su Chen, what should we do if the zombies don't attack?" Wu Yang asked. Su Chen narrowed his eyes and said in a deep voice, "Humans and zombies are like fire and water. There is no such thing as peace forever. This time, we should take the initiative." "Understood." Wu Yang nodded. He stroked the meteoric iron sword and looked at the zombies outside the car. "Get ready. We will start hunting zombies soon." Su Chen called out and got out of the car first. Yang Hao shouted excitedly and followed Su Chen closely. Chapter 182. When everyone got out of the car, the roars of the zombies on the opposite side became denser and angrier. "Let's do it." Su Chen waved his hand and gave the order. "Kill." Yang Hao and the others rushed over together. Su Chen stood where he was and did not make a move. The zombies in front of him were not worthy of him making a move. He had to wait for the intelligent zombie to appear. In addition, through the detection of spiritual power, he found that there were dozens of humans hiding in a building on the left side of the road. Under the circumstances where he was not sure if the other party would launch a sneak attack, he had to be careful and be on guard. The zombies on the other side naturally would not sit still and wait for death. When they saw that there were humans coming to kill them, they were completely enraged. They seemed to have recovered their zombie nature and all of them bared their fangs and brandished their claws as they charged forward. However, among these zombies, only 2 level 1 zombies were quickly killed by Wu Yang and Yang Lingtian. The remaining zombies were all ordinary zombies. Facing a group of powerful evolvers, they had no power to fight back and became targets for slaughter. In the blink of an eye, hundreds of zombies had been killed on the spot. And there were as many as 10 fragments that exploded. Su Chen saw that the fragments kept appearing and the corners of his mouth couldn't help but curl up. Just as Wu Yang and the others were in full swing killing the zombies, the humans in the building on the opposite side of the road fell into a discussion. Captain, they are so strong. They should all be evolvers. Especially the two with knives. They seem to be level 2 evolvers. When did such a group of ruthless people come to our full moon city? However, they dare to take the initiative to attack the zombies. Aren't they afraid of death? The one called Captain was a middle-aged man with a fat head and big ears. He looked to be in his 30s and had a greasy face. The fat man narrowed his small eyes and pondered for a while. Then, he ordered one of his subordinates, Xianxia, quickly go and report to the leader that a group of human powerhouses have come here and are fighting with the zombies. Yes. The man called Xianxia quickly left. Captain, we have an agreement with those zombies that we can't kill each other. Wouldn't this break the agreement? Should we stop them? After Little Seven left, another man whispered into the fat man's ear. The fat man smiled gloomily and said with a cruel expression, cooperating with the zombies is just a temporary measure. Besides, those people aren't our people. We can use them to exhaust the zombies' strength. But those people are so strong, the zombies are obviously no match for them. You know nothing. The fat man's face darkened as he coldly snorted. Once the main force of the zombies is dispatched, these people will not be able to escape death no matter how strong they are. At that time, a lot of zombies will die, and we can take the opportunity to get a lot of energy stones. Hearing this, the eyes of the man who spoke lit up. Now, he finally understood what the fat man was planning. He was waiting for Su Chen and the others to engage in a life-and-death struggle with the zombies so that he could reap the benefits. On the other side, Wu Yang and the others had already slaughtered hundreds of zombies. It was also at this time that a large number of zombies surged over. The number was estimated to be in the thousands. The leader was a male zombie with a tall and strong body and a bruised face. After seeing the miserable deaths of the zombies around him, his face was so gloomy that it was about to drip water. He raised his voice and roared at Su Chen and the others. Humans, you dare to break the rules and slaughter my people. Do you really think that I, Jiang Chengfeng, am a vegetarian? Chapter 183. Seeing that the zombie spoke in human language and introduced himself. Su Chen was sure that he was the intelligent zombie. You might have misunderstood. I'm not with the humans here. There are no rules between us. Su Chen rubbed his nose and walked forward with a smile. You're not with us? Jiang Chengfeng sized up Su Chen and frowned slightly. Since you're not a human from Full Moon City, why are you slaughtering my people? He saw that although Su Chen was young, he maintained a calm appearance in front of his zombie army. He vaguely felt that Su Chen was not simple. After all, the terrifying aura formed by thousands of zombies was not something that anyone could remain calm. Su Chen sneered. You're zombies, and we're humans. We're like fire and water. Of course, we're here to hunt you. Hunt us? Jiang Chengfeng was stunned at first, then laughed wildly. Kid, you're arrogant. How dare you boast shamelessly in front of me? I want to see what you're capable of. As soon as he finished speaking, he waved his hand. The surrounding zombies rushed towards Su Chen crazily. Although he could not see through Su Chen was too young after all. Even if he was an evolved person, he would definitely not exceed level 2. Moreover, he was a level 2 zombie himself. Coupled with an army of more than 7,000 zombies, he had enough confidence to crush Su Chen and the others. You overestimate yourself. Su Chen narrowed his eyes and snorted coldly. He ordered the mechanical soldier beside him. Satoshi, go and kill that guy. The mechanical soldier was upgraded to level 3 and had the ability to fight against level 4 zombies. Although he did not know how strong Jiang Chengfeng was, in his opinion, he was not stronger than Xianxia. The mechanical soldier had a high chance of killing it. Once Jiang Chengfeng was killed, the zombies would lose control and return to their original nature. In this way, there was no need to worry about the zombies escaping. They could catch them all in one fell swoop. Yes. The mechanical soldier nodded at Su Chen in a very human-like manner before sneaking towards Jiang Chengfeng. Its main target was Jiang Chengfeng. In order to avoid being exposed, it didn't attack the surrounding zombies. In addition, he was a puppet, so he didn't attract too much attention from the zombies. It was easy for him to sneak up to Jiang Chengfeng. At the same time, Wu Yang and the others were already fighting with the zombies that were rushing over. Although the situation of the battle was tragic, it was a one-sided trend. There were too many zombies to count, but the strongest one was only level 1. They were no match for Wu Yang and Yang Ling Tian. On the other hand, Yang Hao and the others were also extraordinarily brave. Killing normal zombies was as easy as chopping vegetables. Killing level 1 zombies would only take them a few moves. Shi Dainyu, in particular, was like a killing machine. He kept swinging the sky hammer in his hand, and every time he swung it, a group of zombies would fall. Those who were lightly injured died from having their bones broken, while those who were heavily injured were directly smashed into meat paste. Tan Lin and the other 2 women were also firing with all their might. Every time there was a gunshot, a zombie's head would explode and die. In the blink of an eye, hundreds of zombies had died on the spot. Seeing this scene, not only was Jiang Chengfeng shocked, but even the fat man and the others in the distance were frightened. "Captain, they are too strong. Jiang Chengfeng and the others can't stop them at all," the man who spoke before said with a trembling voice. The fat man swallowed his saliva and tried to keep himself calm. "Don't worry. Jiang Chengfeng hasn't made a move yet." His previous plan was to wait for Su Chen and the others to fight to the death with the zombies. Then they could sit back and reap the benefits. However, seeing that Jiang Chengfeng's zombie army couldn't resist at all, he was a little worried. If all the zombies were killed and Su Chen and the others were still alive, they wouldn't be able to get any benefits. Chapter 184. Jiang Chengfeng watched his men die one by one in front of him, and he was anxious. Just as he was thinking of a countermeasure, he suddenly saw a guy wrapped in metal appear in front of him. Puppet! Jiang Chengfeng's eyelids twitched, and he instinctively felt a sense of danger. However, before he could react, the mechanical soldier had already closed in and raised the machete in its hand. Level 3 puppet. Witnessing the mechanical soldier's ghostly speed, Jiang Chengfeng's heart raced. Facing the machete that was like the Grim Reaper, he went all out. Instead of retreating, he charged forward and threw a punch. One had to admit that Jiang Chengfeng's ability to adapt in the face of danger was very strong. Facing an opponent that was stronger than him, if he chose to escape, he would be easily caught and killed. Instead, using this kind of life-or-death fighting method might give him a chance of survival. However, he neglected one point. The mechanical soldier was not human, and its entire body was made of metal, so it did not have to worry about its own injuries. Jiang Chengfeng's fighting method could be said to be exactly what the mechanical soldier wanted. The mechanical soldier did not hesitate and slashed down with its machete. At this time, Jiang Chengfeng realized that something was wrong. Although his punch could hit the mechanical soldier, he would also be heavily injured. However, at this point he could not stop. "I'll fight you to the death." Jiang Chengfeng gritted his teeth, and a violent force shot out from his body as he punched the mechanical soldier's chest. The mechanical soldier was hit by a heavy punch, but it only shook slightly before it slashed down with its machete. Crack! Jiang Chengfeng was split into 2 halves from head to toe. Bright red blood spurted out without any regard for his life. Immediately, the ground was dyed red. The moment he fell, 2 beams of light shone on his body. They were the 2 fragments. At this time, all the zombies were stunned. Then, the pairs of scarlet eyes were filled with extreme bloodlust. Accompanied by angry roars, all the zombies completely lost control and charged toward Su Chen and the others. "This is interesting," Su Chen smirked and ordered the intelligent war chariot. "Satoshi, fire!" "Yes, master." The intelligent chariot was already prepared. When Su Chen gave the order, the level 1 pulse cannon and level-less Gatling gun on top of the chariot fired at the same time. Bang bang bang. Tut tut tut. Da da da. For a moment, the sound of guns and cannons shook the heavens and the earth. The entire city fell into a state of shock. When the fat man and the others in the opposite building saw this scene, they were all scared out of their wits. When had they ever seen such a terrifying weapon? They watched as the zombies fell in droves and were being slaughtered. They all realized one thing, which was that the zombie horde that had occupied Full Moon City for many years would very likely be destroyed here today. Logically speaking, The destruction of the zombies was undoubtedly beneficial to humans. But they couldn't bring themselves to be happy. Because they weren't the ones who destroyed the zombies, it meant that the energy stones didn't belong to them. In the face of such wealth, how could they not be jealous? Wasn't he jealous? But no matter how unwilling he was, what was the use? The 9 people in front of him were all powerful evolvers with terrifying weapons in their hands. Would they allow others to covet the energy stones? They were afraid that the moment they had this thought, they would be erased by others. Chapter 185. Just then, a few more people walked into the building. The leader was a skinny old man. As soon as he appeared, he shouted at the fat man, "Zhang Bai, what's the situation?" "Leader, you're finally here." The fat man hurriedly went up and pointed in the direction of Su Chen. "A few strangers have come. They're abnormally strong. They're killing Jiang Chengfeng's zombie army." The skinny old man frowned and asked, "Jiang Chengfeng didn't stop them." He didn't understand. Jiang Chengfeng was the leader of the zombie army. Why would he just watch his subordinates get slaughtered? Zhang Bai swallowed his saliva and said in a low voice, "Jiang Chengfeng was killed." "What?" The skinny old man was shocked and asked anxiously, "How was he killed?" Jiang Chengfeng was a level 2 zombie and had thousands of zombies protecting him. Even a level 3 evolver wouldn't be able to kill him easily. He now suspected that among the strangers who came, there might be a level 4 evolved being among them. Jiang Chengfeng was killed by a puppet, Zhang Bai replied honestly. "Puppet?" The skinny old man frowned. Only a level 3 puppet could kill a level 2 zombie. But did level 3 puppets exist? He didn't know. This was because he had never heard of a puppet of such a high level before. "Sir, have you heard of level 3 puppets?" The skinny old man hesitated and turned to ask a middle-aged man beside him. The middle-aged man was called Yan Long. He was a level 3 evolver from Sky Connect City. The purpose of his trip was to gather the human forces in Moon City and help them destroy Jiang Chengfeng's zombie army. He didn't expect that Su Chen and the others would take the lead before he could make a move. Yan Long narrowed his eyes, his gaze deep. Although he came from a powerful force like Sky Connect City, he had never heard of level 3 puppets before. After shaking his head, he walked straight ahead. He stopped in front of a broken window and looked at where Su Chen was. When he saw the intelligent war chariot going on a killing spree, his narrowed eyes emitted a blazing brilliance. What kind of MCV is this? Why does it have such a powerful firepower? Fiery Dragon exclaimed. Zhang Bai walked to Yanlong's side and replied, "Master, this is the first time we've seen such a strange MCV. We don't know its origin." The appearance of the intelligent war chariot was much cooler than that of an ordinary MCV. In addition to the level 1 pulse cannon and level-less Gatling gun, the difference was even greater. They had never even heard of it, let alone seen it. Fiery Dragon rolled his eyes and asked, "Except for the level 3 puppet, how strong are the others?" As the intelligent war chariot was at full power, Wu Yang and the others rarely made a move. At this moment, they were standing there leisurely. As a result, Yan Long couldn't judge their strength. Zhang Bai had seen them before, so he quickly replied, "The 2 with the swords are the strongest. They are both level 2 evolutionaries, and the rest are level 1. Su Chen hadn't made a move all this time, and coupled with his young age, he had been overlooked. A level 3 puppet, 2 level 2 evolutionaries, and a MCV with great lethality. Their strength is not weak." Fiery Dragon pondered for a while and then asked, "Who is their leader?" Zhang Bai thought for a moment, then pointed at Su Chen and said, "It should be that young man." Chapter 186. Him. Yan Long raised his eyebrows. He did not expect this result at all. After all, Su Chen looked too young, and he could not be that strong. How could he be the leader of this group of people? However, he then thought that if the level 3 puppet was Su Chen, it was possible. "Zhang Bai, is the level 3 puppet this young man's?" Yan Long asked. Zhang Bai said uncertainly, "That puppet was following him all the way until he killed Jiang Chengfeng. It should be his puppet." Yan Long nodded. According to Zhang Bai's words, He felt that his guess was most likely correct. Otherwise, how could a young man become the leader of this group of people without a strong support? Thinking about this, he called the skinny old man to his side and whispered, "Old Joe, how many level 2 evolvers do you have?" "Including me, there are 3, the skinny old man replied. He seemed to have thought of something, and his eyelids twitched. He probed, "Sir, you mean?" Yanlong did not wait for him to finish and interrupted, "So many energy stones, don't you want them?" Hearing this, the skinny old man's eyes became hot. He nodded and said, 7 to 8,000 energy stones, who wouldn't be tempted? Yanlong smiled darkly, "If so, let's join hands and do something big." Although 7,000 energy stones were tempting, his main goal was not the energy stones. It was the intelligent war chariot. He had seen the power of the intelligent war chariot with his own eyes. If he could get the intelligent war chariot, the strength of Sky Connect City would increase greatly. In Yulin, and even in the entire Chenyu Island, they would become a super force. At that time, no matter if it was the Lion's Gate, the Hidden Fog Sect, or the Zombie Army, they would all crawl under the feet of Sky Connect City, trembling. The skinny old man swallowed his saliva and said worriedly, "Those people are not weak, especially with the level 3 puppet. We have to think twice before we act." Su Chen and the others had the ability to kill 7 to 8,000 zombies, which was enough to prove their strength. If they fought, he did not think that they could gain any advantage. Once he was defeated, the consequences were obvious. Although the temptation of over 7,000 energy stones was great, it couldn't compare to how precious his life was, right? The bold ones are stuffed to death while the cowardly ones are starved to death. "Old Zhou, you're too cowardly." Yanlong sneered and then said disdainfully, "I have 3 level 2 evolutionaries on my side. Together with you 3, we have 6 level 2 evolutionaries. Do you think we are weaker than them?" "They still have a powerful MCV," the skinny old man reminded. After listening to Flame Dragon's words, he was a little tempted, but he had to consider the deterrence of the intelligent chariot. Yanlong chuckled and said, "That MCV is powerful, but it's not powerful enough to kill evolvers above level 2, right?" The skinny old man's eyes lit up. He also saw that the intelligent war chariot was killing zombies like cutting vegetables. However, the zombies that were killed were all zombies below level 2. Although the zombies above level 2 were severely injured, they were not killed. In this way, they only needed to face Su Chen and the others, and they had a great chance of winning. "Master, I agree. However, before that, we have to learn from our memories," the skinny old man whispered. "Of course, at least we have to wait until they kill all the zombies," Yanlong smiled grimly. Chapter 187. On the other side, the massacre was still going on. Although Su Chen didn't make a move, his gaze never left the zombie horde. As more and more zombies died, the dazzling light beams on the ground also kept increasing. Each light beam represented a fragment. Seeing that the number of fragments had reached 500 to 600, the corners of Su Chen's mouth couldn't help but curl up. The massacre lasted for more than an hour, and all the zombies were killed. According to the old rules, Wu Yang and the others began to dig for energy stones. Su Chen narrowed his eyes and glanced. When his gaze landed on a fragment, it suddenly lit up. He saw clearly that the fragment was a purple-gold fragment. The purple-gold fragment represented energy points, and each fragment could produce 2,000 energy points. Su Chen took a deep breath, ran forward quickly, and grabbed the purple-gold fragment. Picked up 2,000 energy points. Fragment *1, 1. The fragment is full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. Su Chen checked the Doomsday Shopping Center. After confirming that the energy points had exceeded 8,000, a bright smile appeared on his face. Then, he continued to pick up other fragments. Picked up level 2 pulse cannon, fragment *1, 1 to 10. The fragment is not full, cannot be used, can be exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. Picked up apple tree seed. Fragment *1, 1. The fragment is full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. After picking up more than 10 fragments in a row, the mechanical soldier, suddenly reminded, Master, there are strangers coming. People from Full Moon City? Su Chen narrowed his eyes and glanced. As expected, he saw 7 men walking over. He didn't know what the other party's purpose was, so he walked back. Wu Yang and the others also stopped digging for energy stones and gathered around Su Chen. When the other party walked closer, Su Chen asked loudly, "Are you people from Full Moon City?" The thin old man said politely, "I'm Zhou Chong, the leader of Full Moon City. How should I address you, little brother?" Su Chen said calmly. Then he rubbed his nose. "Chief Zhou, are you here to snatch the energy stones?" Over 7,000 zombies had been killed, and the amount of energy stones they could obtain was huge. In the face of such a huge amount of wealth, no one would not be moved. He guessed that Zhou Chong and the others were here for the energy stones. "Brother Su, you must be joking. You guys helped us kill the zombies. We can't thank you enough. Why would we snatch the energy stones?" Zhou Chong said with a sincere face. This answer surprised Su Chen, so he asked, "Then why are you here?" Zhou Chong coughed lightly and probed, "Brother Su, may I ask if you've killed a few of us before?" "There were indeed a few flies blocking my way, and I casually killed them," Su Chen said casually, and then his eyes turned cold. "Are you here to denounce me?" Those blind fools actually dared to stop Brother Su. They deserve to die. Zhou Chong cursed angrily at first, then smiled embarrassedly. "I'm here to express my gratitude and to apologize." As soon as he finished speaking, he gave a look to Yen Long behind him. Yen Long nodded slightly and walked towards Su Chen with an open cloth bag. It was filled with energy stones, and everyone present could see it. "What's the meaning of this?" Su Chen frowned slightly, not understanding what the other party was up to. Zhou Chong quickly explained, "It's just energy stones. Just take it as an apology for those blind things. I hope Brother Su will kindly accept it." Chapter 188. Su Chen faintly felt that something was wrong. He had killed more than a dozen of Zhou Chang's men, but instead of being angry, he apologized and even took out a bag of energy stones to show his sincerity. Was he afraid of his own strength? Was he afraid of revenge? While Su Chen was pondering, he suddenly felt a trace of killing intent. It was from Yen Long, who was approaching. This trace of killing intent was fleeting, but it was still caught by him. "So he wanted to play dirty with me." Su Chen sneered in his heart. At this moment, he had already understood his opponent's intention. He wanted to use the excuse of giving him the energy stones to launch a sneak attack on him. Knowing what was going on, he pretended that he didn't know anything and let Yen Long walk towards him. "Please kindly accept this." Fiery Dragon walked to Su Chen, clasping his hands to give him the energy stone. "Then I won't be polite." Su Chen smiled and grabbed the bag. But at this moment, Yen Long suddenly attacked. The violent strength of a level 3 evolver was released, aiming at Su Chen's face and punched. It happened so suddenly that Su Chen didn't react. He stood in the same place and looked at the bowl-sized fist coming towards him. Success! Zhou Chong was ecstatic. Their previous plan was to capture the leader first. As long as they killed Su Chen, the mechanical soldier would become a decoration. The rest of the people were nothing to worry about. "Kid, die!" Fiery Dragon grinned fiendishly. He gathered all of his power into his fist, vowing to kill Su Chen with one punch. "Want to kill me? In your next life." Su Chen sneered and released his spiritual power. In a flash, Yen Long's fist was bound. Under the effect of the spiritual power, Yen Long's fist was like a hot knife through butter. It was extremely difficult to move forward even a little bit. "You are a level 3 spirit reader master." Yen Long's face changed dramatically. He opened his eyes wide and shouted in shock. To be able to silently suppress the powerful punch of a level 3 evolver to the point where he was almost unable to move. Only a level 3 spirit reader master or above could do that. Su Chen was so young, but he was a level 3 spirit reader master. Fiery Dragon's heart skipped a beat, sinking straight into the deepest part of his heart. "You've realized it too late." Su Chen smiled contemptuously and punched out. His fist was covered with a layer of dazzling golden light. It was the golden scale arm. "Don't kill me, I'm..." Flame Dragon was scared out of his wits. Just as he was about to reveal his identity, he saw a golden light flash in front of his eyes. Then, his entire head was blown to pieces. Bang! After the flame dragon's headless corpse fell to the ground, the whole place fell into a strange silence. Witnessing this scene, Zhou Chong and the others were dumbstruck. Even their breathing stopped. They felt that the scene in front of them was too unreal. A dignified level 3 evolver was killed before he could even cause a ripple? Moreover, from Flame Dragon's sneak attack to being killed by Su Chen, it was only a blink of an eye. It was so fast that even their thoughts couldn't keep up. Flame Dragon is dead? Zhou Chong swallowed his saliva and felt a chill down his spine. One must know that Flame Dragon was a level 3 evolver. Under the circumstances of a sneak attack, he was killed by Su Chen at lightning speed. This was such an unimaginable thing. Was Flame Dragon too weak? Or was Su Chen too strong? The answer was obvious. Flame Dragon came from a powerful force like Sky Connect City. His strength was also top-notch among the level 3 evolvers. This only proved that Su Chen's strength was beyond imagination. It was very likely that he was a level 4 evolver. Thinking of this, Zhou Chong even wanted to die. Of all the people to provoke, he had to provoke a level 4 evolver. Wasn't this shooting himself in the foot? Chapter 189. Serves him right. Jianghu spat and cursed at Yan Long's body. How dare he sneak attack Chen Gu? He deserves to die. Yang Qian and Tan Lin looked at each other and heaved a sigh of relief. It happened so suddenly that they were worried about Su Chen's safety. Fortunately, Su Chen was prepared and killed the sneak attacker, so they were relieved. Su Chen, what should we do with these guys? Wu Yang and Yang Ling Tian walked to Su Chen's side and waited for Su Chen's instructions. Zhou Chong and the others dared to sneak attack Su Chen. They couldn't wait to chop Zhou Chong into pieces. However, they needed to get Su Chen's approval before they could do it. Su Chen squinted at Zhou Chong and smiled contemptuously. Leader Zhou, your plan is good, right? Being glanced at by Su Chen, Zhou Chong felt chills all over his body. He shivered and begged for mercy. Precursor, it's the fiery dragon who forced us to do this. Please be merciful and let us go. He knew that he couldn't escape from an expert like Su Chen. Only by getting Su Chen to forgive him could he have a chance to live. In order to survive, he decided to throw caution to the wind. He knelt on the ground and kept slapping his own mouth. Slap, slap, slap. The slaps were loud and clear. While slapping, he said, I deserve to die. Please forgive me, senior. Do you think I'll let you go just because of this? Su Chen snorted and gave the mechanical soldier a look. Xiao Tai, kill him. The mechanical soldier rushed up like a ferocious beast. Under Zhou Chang's horrified gaze, the scimitar slashed down and split him into two. The other 5 people who came with Zhou Chong ran away in fear when they saw Zhou Chong die on the spot. Su Chen's eyes turned cold. He held the enchanted divine sword and swept it across the air. A giant gray wind blade swept forward and drowned the 5 people in an instant. After 5 blood-curdling screams, these 5 people also turned into 5 piles of minced meat. They were all Zhou Chang's accomplices. With Su Chen's way of doing things, he naturally wouldn't let them go. Zhang Bai, who was in the building, trembled when he saw this scene. His pants were wet. Captain, what should we do? A man beside him asked in a trembling voice. Run. Hurry up and run. Run as far as you can. Zhang Bai spat out these words and quickly ran out. What he was most afraid of now was being targeted by Su Chen. He wished he could grow a pair of wings and fly away from here. However, he had just taken a few steps when a lightning ball flew towards him from the outside. It contained a terrifying lightning fluctuation. At the next moment, with a thunderous roar, the entire building turned into ruins. Zhang Bai and the others were blasted to smithereens. The one who cast the thunderstorm technique was none other than Su Chen. He had long since discovered the existence of Zhang Bai and the others, so he naturally wanted to capture them all in one fell swoop. Let's continue. Su Chen smiled faintly and began to pick up the shards. Wu Yang and the others also began to dig for energy stones again. Su Chen walked towards a yellow shard and grabbed it. Picked up Wangleji fruit seed shard X1, 1-1. The shards are full. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. Su Chen planted the seed in the plant space, and then grabbed an orange shard. Picked up, Illusionary Blaze Feather Divine Dragon Shard X1, 100. The shards are not full and cannot be used. Can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. After saying that, Su Chen quickly opened the Doomsday Mall and checked the exchange points for the Illusionary Blaze Feather Divine Dragon. When he saw that there were also 10,000 exchange points, he laughed instead. In the past, many demonic beast shards had been dropped, but those were all ranked. For example, the level 5 Gale Thunder Black Eagle. However, the Illusionary Blaze Feather Divine Dragon did not have a level, and the exchange points were the same as the ancient God Fiend body. That made him vaguely feel that the Illusionary Blaze Feather Divine Dragon was not simple. Chapter 190. As for how powerful the Disillusionment Blaze Feather Divine Dragon was, he would only know after he exchanged it. Su Chen did not think too much about it and continued to pick up the fragments. Picked up Full Attribute Mana Recovery Potion *1, 1. The fragments are full. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. Exchange for energy points. Picked up Upgrade Gem Fragment *1, 1. The fragments are full. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. After more than an hour, all the fragments were picked up. Su Chen checked the Doomsday Shopping Center. When he saw that the energy points had broken through the 9,000 mark and became 9,036 points, a smile appeared at the corner of his mouth. After a while, he walked into the Intelligent War Chariot and came to the central control screen. After killing the zombies in Full Moon City, he wanted to find the whereabouts of the other zombies and gather 10,000 energy points as soon as possible. After glancing at the central control screen, Su Chen raised his eyebrows. There was no large number of zombies on the central control screen. Instead, there was a black dot at the place where the dozens of blue dots were gathered. The black dot represented a creature of another race. He still remembered that the blood plant that he had killed previously was a creature of another race. Could it be another blood plant? Su Chen's thoughts moved. When he killed the blood plant, not only did it drop 10 fragments, but he also obtained a level 3 demon core. Su Chen took a closer look at the location of the black and found that it was very close to him. It should be in Full Moon City. Thinking about how the blood plant that he had killed controlled more than 10 humans, Su Chen was even more certain that the black dot was also a blood plant. Not only could he get fragments from killing blood plants, but he could also obtain demon cores. Naturally, he did not want to miss this opportunity. After a while, Su Chen got out of the car and went to Wu Yang. He reminded him, "Captain Wu, I have to go out for a while. You guys be careful here." There was still a large number of energy stones to be excavated. He did not want Wu Yang and the rest to follow him. Of course, he had to remind them before he left. Otherwise, they would be worried to death if their leader disappeared for no reason. Be careful. Wu Yang nodded. Don't worry. Su Chen smiled and turned to leave. As a precaution, he left the mechanical soldier behind. The strength of the mechanical soldier was comparable to a level 4 evolver. With it around, Han Zhao's safety was guaranteed. Su Chen quickly arrived in front of a villa according to the location shown on the central control screen. At this time, the door of the villa was wide open, and it was chaos. Dozens of people were fighting over the treasures inside. From time to time there would be people fighting. Seeing this, Su Chen was slightly stunned. Initially, he thought that these people would be controlled by the blood plant. However, the scene before him was clearly different from what he had expected. Su Chen glanced around and walked straight into the villa. The people inside also noticed Su Chen, but none of them cared. They were still crazily snatching the wealth. "You guys stop. I have something to ask you," Su Chen shouted as he walked into the villa. A muscular man sized up Su Chen. Seeing that Su Chen was unfamiliar and young, he said disdainfully, "Kid, if you know what's good for you, get out of my way. Don't disturb me when I'm taking my things." Su Chen's eyes turned cold. He raised his hand and shot out a wind blade, cutting the muscular man into two. Hiss! In the villa, The rest of the people gasped at the same time. All of them looked at Su Chen with inexplicable fear. Some of the more cowardly ones even had their legs trembling. "Sir, I don't want the things here anymore. They're all yours. Please let me go." A skinny old man thought that Su Chen was also here to snatch the treasures. He was so scared that he hurriedly threw the things in his hands to the ground. When the others saw this, they followed suit and kept begging Su Chen for mercy. Chapter 191. Shut up! Su Chen shouted coldly, scaring the people in the room into silence. Then, he glanced around and his gaze finally landed on the skinny old man. He asked in a deep voice, "Where is this place?" "Sir, this is Zhou Chang's mansion." Sensing that the old man was afraid that he would be killed if he answered too late, he hurriedly replied, "Who are you?" Su Chen continued to ask. "We are from Full Moon City and can be considered Zhou Chang's subordinates." The skinny old man was in fear and trepidation. Su Chen narrowed his eyes and muttered to himself. He could imagine that these people must have received the news of Zhou Chang's death and took the opportunity to come and snatch his belongings. "Are there any zombies or mutated beasts nearby?" Su Chen asked again. Previously, he did not see any zombies or mutated beasts nearby on the central control screen, so he wanted to ask these people for some information. The skinny old man thought for a moment and replied, "There are many mutated beasts in the Dark Valley mountain range." Hearing this, Su Chen's eyes lit up. He had seen the Dark Valley mountain range on the map. It was a medium-sized mountain range. There was also a small gathering place called Maple Creek adjacent to it. After getting the information he wanted, Su Chen was in a good mood. He casually dismissed them. "Get lost." "Thank you, sir." The skinny old man and the others fled as if they had been pardoned. After everyone left, Su Chen released his spiritual power and began to explore the villa. The black dot shown on the central control screen was in this villa. The purpose of releasing his spiritual power was to find foreign creatures. Soon, he discovered that there was a very hidden basement under one of the rooms. The basement was not very big and it was dark inside. Su Chen controlled his spiritual power to slowly extend it. When it reached the end of the basement, his eyelids suddenly twitched. Under the capture of his spiritual power, he saw a long-haired woman sitting cross-legged inside. However, this woman was very different from humans. She had a pair of long furry ears and light blue skin. She had 2 sharp fangs in her mouth and a pair of black wings on her back. Could she be that creature? Su Chen frowned. Before he came, he thought that there would be a blood plant here, but it turned out that this was not the case. After hesitating for a while, he decided to go down and take a look. Since this was Zhou Chang's residence, and this creature had appeared here, there must be something going on between them. Since he didn't know how to open the entrance to the basement, Su Chen simply punched open a hole and jumped down from above. The female alien in the basement heard the commotion and quickly got up. When he saw that it was an unfamiliar man, he shouted, "Who are you? How dare you trespass here? Where is Zhou Chang?" The foreign woman did not speak the common language of the mysterious heavenly mainland. However, Su Chen had picked up the universal glossary and was proficient in all languages. Naturally, he could understand her. Moreover, he knew that the language used by the foreign woman belonged to the Night Devil clan. He said in the language of the Night Devil clan, "Are you from the Night Devil clan? Why are you here?" The foreign woman was stunned for a moment. Then, she looked at Su Chen again and her face gradually darkened. She said sternly, "Who are you? Why do you know the language of the Night Devil clan? You don't have the right to know who I am." Su Chen narrowed his eyes and threatened, "You better answer my question honestly. Otherwise, don't blame me for being rude." Chapter 192. Arrogant. The Night Demon woman flew into a rage and sneered, "A mere human dares to threaten our Night Demon clan, simply reckless." With that, she tapped her foot lightly and rushed toward Su Chen. Level 3 Evolver? Su Chen raised his eyebrows. Judging from her speed, the other party was likely to be a Level 3 Evolver. A Level 3 Evolver could be regarded as a top expert in Jianghu Island. However, in Su Chen's eyes, it was just because, in the same level, he was an invincible existence. How could he be afraid of a level 3 night demon woman? Just as the other party rushed over, Su Chen released his spiritual force. The night demon woman only felt an invisible force crushing her, as if she was trapped in a swamp. Her face suddenly changed, and she screamed, "Level 3 Spirit Reader Master." Among the 3 major professions, Spirit Reader Master was the most difficult to cultivate. As for those who could cultivate to level 3, they were even rarer. They could definitely be called super powerhouses. In the Night Demon clan, there were many geniuses, but there were only a few level 3 Spirit Reader Masters. On the contrary, this weak human in front of her was actually a level 3 Spirit Reader Master. This made her feel very inconceivable. Moreover, in terms of age, this young man in front of her was not more than 20 years old. A level 3 Spirit Reader Master under 20 years old. This made her very shocked. Su Chen's mouth slightly twitched. "I am not as simple as a level 3 Spirit Reader Master." "What do you mean?" The Night Demon woman was slightly surprised, pondering the meaning of Su Chen's words. Su Chen punched her lower abdomen. Bang! A muffled sound. The Night Demon woman was knocked to the ground by the punch. Because he still had something to ask, Su Chen did not use his full strength. But even so, the Night Demon woman was still hit and spat out a mouthful of blood, lying on the ground twitching. "Now you can tell me where you came from, right?" Su Chen looked down at the Night Demon woman and teased her. The Night Demon woman raised her head, and her eyes were filled with fear. She said with a trembling voice, "You are also a level 3 evolver." Holding 2 major professions and having both reached level 3, such a monstrous existence had never appeared even in the Night Demon clan. "My patience is limited. You'd better stop talking nonsense." Su Chen's face was cold, and his eyes flashed with a cold light. Being glanced at by Su Chen's sharp eyes, the Night Demon woman shivered. She gritted her teeth and said, "If I tell you everything, will you let me go? You don't have the qualifications to bargain with me." Su Chen's voice was cold and emotionless. "I won't live even if I tell you, so why should I tell you?" The Night Demon woman threw caution to the wind and wanted to use this to control Su Chen. "You don't know what's good for you." Su Chen snorted. Since the other party did not want to cooperate, he did not want to waste time talking nonsense with her. His psychic energy turned into an invisible hand and grabbed the woman's neck, lifting her into the air. Then, he walked up and his hands glowed with a golden light. He grabbed one of the woman's arms and twisted it violently. Gotcha! The woman's entire arm was broken into 2. If it was not connected by skin and flesh, it would have been separated from her body. Woo! The woman's face was twisted in pain. Because her neck was being strangled, she could not make a sound. Su Chen didn't even look at her. Then, he broke the woman's other arm. The pain of having 2 arms broken in a row was self-evident. At this time, the Night Demon woman's eyes rolled back, and she was about to faint. Su Chen saw that it was about time, so he retracted his psychic energy and threw the woman to the ground. Chapter 193. Do you still want to negotiate with me? Su Chen sneered as he stared at the Night Demon lady. The Night Demon woman took a few deep breaths. Her face was still filled with pain. After being tortured by Su Chen, her mental defenses had completely collapsed. In her eyes, Su Chen was no longer a weak human being. He was a demon that was 100 times more ferocious than the Night Demon clan. I'll tell you everything. Please stop torturing me." The Night Demon lady surrendered. "Answer me first. Where did you come from?" Su Chen asked. "I'm from Myriad Mountains Island," the Night Demon lady answered honestly. "Myriad Mountains Island." Su Chen muttered. He knew about the Myriad-linked mountain island. It was an island with mountains all over the place. When he obtained the map of the mysterious heavenly continent, he compared it with Thousand Feather Island. He concluded that Myriad Mountains Island was more than 10 times the size of Thousand Feather Island. "Is there a passage to the Night Demon clan on Myriad Mountains Island?" Su Chen asked. The Night Demon clan did not belong to the mysterious heavenly continent. The only way to get here was through a passage. He learned this from the Green Tortoise tribe in the Huangzi mountain range. "Yes. There is a passage there that connects the Night Demon clan and the mysterious heavenly continent," the lady replied. Su Chen pondered for a moment and asked, "So the passage has been opened? Have you taken over Myriad Mountains Island?" Considering that he had to clear out the zombies and mutant beasts on Thousand Feather Island, he had to leave Thousand Feather Island and look for zombies elsewhere. Myriad Mountains Island was a large island that was not far from Thousand Feather Island. His next stop would be Thousand Feather Island. If the Night Demon clan had taken over Myriad Mountains Island, he would have to make preparations in advance. No. The passage is not stable. Not many night demons can come out. The highest cultivation level among them is only level 3. Su Chen rubbed his nose. How long will it take for the passage to be completely stable? At least 10 more years. Su Chen nodded. 10 years was enough for him to sweep through Thousand Feather Island and slaughter all the zombies and mutant beasts in Myriad Mountain Island. How strong is your Night Demon clan? What's the cultivation of the strongest? Su Chen asked. At that time, he had learned from the Green Tortoise tribe that the strongest among them was a level 4 evolver. He wanted to compare them to the Night Demon clan to judge the strength of the other races. Our Night Demon clan is one of the top forces among the 10,000 clans. Our strongest member has even broken through level 10. When she said this, the Night Demon clan woman had a proud expression on her face. 10 levels higher? Su Chen was shocked. He didn't know if Thousand Feather Island had a level 5 existence, but when he thought about how the Green Tortoise tribe's strongest was only level 4, while the Night Demon tribe had a level 10 existence, he realized that Thousand Feather Island had a level 5 existence. They were all from the same race, but the difference was too great. Su Chen took a deep breath and calmed himself down. He continued to ask, among the 10,000 clans, what are the other races that are as famous as your Night Demon clan? There are also the Divine race, the Undead race, the Holy Devil race, and the Magic race. The Night Demon clan woman said solemnly, as if she was in awe of these races. Su Chen was very interested in these mysterious races. He asked, what are the characteristics of the 5 major races? Simply put, our Night Demon clan has the strongest physique among the 10,000 clans. Therefore most of our clansmen are evolvers. The Divine race is talented and good at cultivating spiritual power. Most of them are spirit readers. The Undead race is known to have an immortal body. In fact, after death, they become zombies and retain their intelligence. The Holy Devil race is a group of divine beasts. They are few in number, but their individual strength is the strongest among the 10,000 clans. The Magic race is good at cultivating magic power. Their strongest members are also spirit readers. Chapter 194. The Night Demon woman finished speaking in one breath and quietly looked at Su Chen. In her eyes, although Su Chen was a human, he was both an evolver and a spirit reader and had reached level 3. She now wondered if Su Chen had the blood of the Night Demon clan and the God clan. Otherwise, how could he have such high achievements at such a young age? After listening to the alien demon woman's words, Su Chen fell into deep shock. He had never thought that there would be so many powerful races in the world. The Green Tortoise tribe that he had learned about a few days ago was nothing compared to these 5 tribes. Taking a deep breath, Su Chen thought that since the Night Demon woman came from another world, she must not have come here for sightseeing. Then what was her purpose? What is your purpose in coming to Jianghu Island? Su Chen asked in a deep voice. The Night Demon woman was a little hesitant, but under Su Chen's knife-like gaze, she still told him everything. The purpose of our Night Demon clan is to unify all races, and the human clan is our first target. I came here to investigate the situation. The Night Demon clan's ambition is not small. Su Chen was secretly shocked, but there was no change in his expression. He asked calmly, "Is Zhou Chong your spy?" The Night Demon woman nodded. "I've asked all the questions, and it's time to send you on your way." Su Chen chuckled and condensed a wind blade in his hand. "You!" The Night Demon woman was very angry. She told him everything she should say and shouldn't say. In the end, Su Chen still refused to let her go. However, before she could scold him, she suddenly realized that Su Chen had actually released a wind elemental spell. And judging from the magic wave emitted, it was a level 3 wind blade. At this moment, her brain stopped working. A level 3 evolver, a level 3 spirit reader, and a level 3 wind magician. The same person. Furthermore, he was a very young human cultivator. She felt that everything in front of her was so unreal that she even ignored the approaching death. Those who are not of my race must have a different heart. Su Chen would not be soft-hearted. He waved his hand and the wind blade flew out. It directly cut off the head of the night demon woman who was in a daze. The moment the night demon woman fell to the ground, a dazzling light suddenly flashed on her body. Fragment! Su Chen was ecstatic. He had never thought that killing an alien could also drop a fragment. In addition, although only one fragment had dropped, it was a purple-gold fragment. The purple-gold fragments represented energy points. Su Chen now had more than 9,000 energy points. If he picked up this fragment, it was likely to break through the 10,000 mark. Thus, he could exchange for the ancient god-fiend body or the heavenly strength technique. Looking at the purple fragment in front of him, Su Chen was so excited that he grabbed it with his trembling hand. Suddenly, a familiar strange sound appeared in his mind. Picked up, 2,000 energy points, fragment *1, 1. The fragment is full, can be used or exchanged for energy points. Only a fool would exchange for energy points. Su Chen said without hesitation, use it. After saying that, he hurriedly started to check the Doomsday Shopping Center. When he saw that the energy points had become 11,036 points, he laughed wantonly. After a long time, Su Chen stopped laughing. He calmed down a little and quickly left this place, returning to the intelligent war chariot. He was not in a hurry to exchange because 10,000 energy points was not a small amount. He had to think carefully. Chapter 195. When Su Chen returned, Wu Yang and the rest were still busy digging for energy stones. After greeting Wu Yang, he walked up to the intelligent war chariot and approached the central control screen to look at it. The next step of his plan was to hunt for zombies and mutated beasts. He had just received news that there were many mutated beasts in the Dark Valley Mountains. He wanted to confirm the location of the Dark Valley Mountains as soon as possible. After searching on the control screen, he easily found the exact location of the Dark Valley Mountains. Su Chen looked at the distance. It was less than 1,000 miles away. With the current speed of the intelligent war chariot, it would take less than 10 hours to reach the place. After a while, he lay on the seat and squinted his eyes as he started to think. Today was the day with the most bountiful harvest for him. First of all, he had killed 7,000 to 8,000 zombies and obtained a large number of energy stones and fragments. Also, he had learned a very important piece of news from the Night Devil Clan lady. The Night Devil Clan was going to attack the humans on the mysterious heavenly mainland. Also, he had learned a lot about the 5 super clans. The Night Devil Clan, the Celestial Clan, the Undead Clan, the Holy Devil Clan, and the Dharma Clan were all hundreds of times stronger than humans. Moreover, there would be beings that were beyond level 10 in each of the clans. Su Chen could imagine that he would come into contact with these clans in the future. It was inevitable that he would have to fight with them. If he were a normal person, he would have been scared out of his wits if he knew that he would have to face so many powerful clans. However, Su Chen was not afraid at all. He relied on collecting fragments to increase his strength. With the amount of energy points he had, if he used all of them to exchange for full attribute fragments, he might have reached level 7 or level 8. However, he did not exchange them for the ancient god-fiend body and the 100-time strength technique. As for breaking through level 10, it was out of reach for others. To him, it was just killing more zombies and mutated beasts and collecting more fragments. Therefore, even if the 5 superclans were powerful beings, he did not care about them at all. As long as they dared to provoke him, he would kill them without mercy. If his strength reached a certain level, it was possible for him to wipe out their entire clan. Of course, for the time being, he wouldn't clash too fiercely with the 5 major races. After all, it would not be easy for the other party to enter the mysterious heavenly mainland. If he wanted to enter the territories of other races, there was nothing he could do. After calming himself down, he turned to study the ancient god-fiend body and heavenly 100-fold great strength technique. Now that he had gathered enough energy points, the time was ripe for the exchange. As for which one he should exchange for, he was a little hesitant. This was because he knew nothing about the ancient god-fiend body. He didn't know much about the heaven-reaching hundredfold strength mantra, but he guessed that it was a secret technique to increase strength. The strength increased by at least 10,000 kilograms. Otherwise, he would not be able to lift the 10,000-kilogram celestial star fragment stone. After much hesitation, Suchen finally chose to exchange for the ancient god-fiend body. After all, the primordial god-fiend body had appeared earlier, and he had long coveted it. After opening the Doomsday Shop, Su Chen found the ancient god-fiend body and chose to exchange for it. After the exchange was successful, there were only 1036 energy points left. Why don't I feel anything? While Su Chen was in a daze, a feedback message appeared in his mind. After reading it, he could not hide his excitement and laughed wantonly. His laughter was so loud that even Wu Yong and the others, who were digging for energy stones, heard it clearly. Chapter 196. The ancient god-fiend body was also known as the invincible body of the same level. Among those of the same level, no matter if it was a spell attack, a mental attack, or a knife or axe attack, they would not be able to harm him. In other words, if Su Chen were to stand still and let a level 3 evolver or psychic attack him, he would be unharmed even if they fought until the end of time. Even if someone of a higher level attacked him, he would be able to greatly weaken the opponent's attack. It was impossible to kill Su Chen with one blow. At most, he would only be able to injure Su Chen. Of course, this was under the premise that Su Chen stood still and allowed others to attack him. If he fought back, the opponent would definitely not be his match. This also meant that Su Chen, who had the ancient god-fiend body, had to be at least 2 levels higher than him to pose a fatal threat to him. In addition, the ancient god-fiend body was also immune to all poisons and was immune to all poisons in the world, including corpse poisons. Invincible among those of the same level. Immune to all poisons. Just based on these two aspects, the ancient god-fiend body was enough to be called the world's #1 divine body. From then on, Su Chen would go further and further on the path of invincibility. An hour later, the energy stones were dug out and Wu Yong and the others boarded the intelligent war chariot. Su Chen collected the energy stones and filled the level 1 Gatling gun with ordinary energy stones and level 1 energy stones. Then, he took out an upgrade gem and upgraded the pulse cannon to level 2. He also filled it with level 2 energy stones and energy stones. In this way, the intelligent war chariot could also choose to kill zombies. Killing ordinary zombies and level 1 zombies could be done with the level-less Gatling gun. When encountering level 2 zombies, the level 2 pulse cannon could be used. Su Chen, where are we going next? Wu Yang asked. These days, they were either hunting zombies or on the way to hunting zombies. Since they had killed all the zombies here, they had to continue looking for zombies. Wu Yang had gradually adapted to this rhythm. We'll rest here for the night. Tomorrow, we'll head to the Dark Valley Mountains to kill some mutant beasts, Su Chen replied. The Dark Valley mountain range was not too far away from here. Traveling at full speed, it would only take half a day to reach it. Moreover, they had killed a lot of zombies today. It was time for everyone to rest and relax. Chengge, what kind of mutant beasts are there in the Dark Valley? Yang Hao's eyes lit up. Compared to zombies, he actually preferred to hunt mutant beasts. This was because other than energy stones, mutant beasts could also be used to barbecue meat. When he thought of barbecued meat, he couldn't help but drool. Su Chen didn't ask what kind of mutant beast lived in the Dark Valley Mountains, so he said, I'm not sure either. We'll know when the time comes. Oh. Yang Hao didn't ask any more questions. As long as it was a mutant beast, most of them could be roasted and eaten. He just needed to be clear about this. After a while, Su Chen took out the universal oven and began to prepare food. Everyone ate and drank to their heart's content and found a place to rest. The night passed uneventfully. The next day, dawn arrived. Satoshi, head to the Dark Valley Mountains at full speed, Su Chen ordered as soon as he opened his eyes. According to his estimation, if they left now, they would reach the Dark Valley Mountains by noon. Yes. The intelligent chariot ignited and started moving at full speed. Su Chen had nothing to do along the way, so he spent some time with Tan Lin and Yang Qian. Previously, he had already said that Tan Lin and Yang Qian were his women, so he didn't hide it anymore. Chapter 197. When it was close to noon, the intelligent war chariot slowly drove into a stretch of black mountain range. Suchen glanced at the screen and raised his eyebrows. The screen clearly showed that this was the Dark Valley mountain range. However, what was unexpected was that there were a large number of red dots surrounding the city of Fengxi Colony. There were at least tens of thousands of them. This meant that the mutated beasts of the Dark Valley mountain range were besieging Fengxi Colony. Fengxi Colony was only a small colony. Logically speaking, if it was attacked by tens of thousands of mutated beasts, it would be destroyed in an instant. However, Suchen found that although Fengxi Colony was surrounded, it did not fall. The number of humans inside did not show any signs of decreasing. Fengxi Colony is so strong? Suchen was a little puzzled. After pondering for a while, he said to the intelligent war chariot, "Satoshi, go and take a look." "Yes." After receiving the order, the intelligent war chariot drove at full speed towards Fengxi Colony. "Suchen, have you found the nest of the mutated beasts?" Wu Yang walked up and asked. Suchen nodded. "The mutated beasts are besieging Fengxi Colony." Hearing this, Wu Yang was not surprised but happy. If the mutated beasts hid in the mountains, it was actually very difficult to hunt them. Because of the complicated terrain of the Dark Valley mountain range, if the mutated beasts fled desperately, they would not be able to kill many. Once they came out of the valley and gathered together, it would be easier to hunt them down. This undoubtedly lowered the difficulty of hunting, and allowed them to hunt more mutant beasts. Suchen also knew this, which was why he was in a hurry to go to Fengxi Colony. 10 minutes later, the intelligent war chariot came to a stop about 1 li away from Fengxi Colony. Suchen narrowed his eyes and looked at Fengxi Colony. He saw a black mass outside the city. All of them were mutated beasts. Moreover, there was not only one type of mutated beast, there were at least more than 10 types. The raging rock bear and bloodthirsty Liao pig that he had seen before were among them. Moreover, these mutated beasts were not weak. There were many level 1 mutated beasts and dozens of level 2 mutated beasts. It could be said that the overall strength of this mutant beast army was extremely strong, many times stronger than the mutant beasts in the Huangzi mountain range. However, no matter how strong they were still unable to break through the gates of Fengxi Colony. As for the reason, it was very simple. The entire city of Fengxi was shrouded in something similar to an energy shield. It was because of the protection of this light shield that the mutant beasts were unable to break through. Seeing this, Suchen finally understood why the Fengxi settlement had been safe and sound all this time. Fengxi settlement is quite interesting. Suchen nodded slightly, then retracted his gaze and turned to Wu Yang. "Captain Wu, do you know what that light shield is?" "It should be a defensive array formation," Wu Yang thought for a moment and replied. This was the first time Suchen had heard of such a thing. He immediately became interested and asked, "What exactly does a formation do?" "I don't know much." Wu Yang sighed and continued, "I only know that there are 3 types of formations: offensive, defensive, and trapping formations. However, they all have one thing in common, which is that they require a large amount of energy stones. If that's the case, then Fengxi settlement has a lot of resources." Suchen muttered. Although Fengxi Colony was a small colony, the amount of energy stones required to protect the entire city must be astronomical. Chapter 198. Wu Yang sighed. "Even if you're rich, you won't be able to hold on for long. When the energy stones run out, it'll be the end of Fengxi Colony." He was trying to remind Suchen that they should go and hunt the mutated beasts as soon as possible. Suchen understood what Wu Yang was trying to say. After all, they were all humans. Wu Yang did not want to see Fengxi Colony destroyed. "Satoshi, drive over," Suchen ordered. Since they had to kill these mutated beasts sooner or later, they might as well help Fengxi Colony out. The intelligent war chariot sped forward at full speed. The other people in the chariot rubbed their palms, ready for battle. Just as the intelligent war chariot was less than 100 meters away from Fengxi Colony, a black shadow flew over the Dark Valley Mountains. At first, the black shadow was not big. But as it got closer, the black shadow grew bigger and bigger. As it hovered above the Fengxi Colony, its entire appearance was completely exposed in their line of sight. From the outside, it looked like a western dragon. Its body was more than 50 meters long, and its body was as black as ink. Its 2 wings covered the sky. Every time it flapped, it would create a gust of wind, blowing the sand and rocks on the ground. Even the mutated beasts below were swayed. "That's a black scorching dragon." Wu Yang's expression changed, and his mouth trembled. The others also widened their eyes in fear. The black fire berserk dragon's mountain-like body gave off a powerful impact. Plus, it had the dragon bloodline. The powerful aura it gave off made it hard for people to breathe even from afar. Compared to the other people's inexplicable panic, Su Chen had a calm expression from beginning to end. The black scorching dragon looked scary, but its actual combat ability might not be that strong. It would not be more than level 5. With Su Chen's current ability, he could definitely handle it. "Captain Wu, what level is this black scorching dragon?" Su Chen asked. "Rumor has it that there is a level 3 black flame tyrannosaurus in the Huanglin area. It should be this one." Wu Yang replied. Then he said with a serious expression, "Although it is only level 3, a normal level 4 evolver might not be its opponent." "Only level 3. Su Chen shook his head. Only level 5 and above mutated beasts could give him pressure. Level 3 mutated beasts, even if they were from the Dragon Clan, were nothing to him. Seeing Su Chen's nonchalant expression, Wu Yang's eyelids twitched. He knew that Su Chen wanted to kill the black flame tyrannosaurus, so he quickly advised, "Su Chen, let's retreat. The black flame tyrannosaurus is not to be messed with." In his opinion, although Su Chen was invincible among those of the same level and had the ability to kill enemies of a higher level, Su Chen's strength was still not enough. However, the black flame explosive dragon was no pushover, either. It could easily kill enemies of a higher cultivation level. In addition, as a dragon, its body was extremely strong. It was not something that human evolvers of the same level could compare with. If Su Chen insisted on fighting the black flame explosive dragon, he would definitely lose. In his opinion, Su Chen would be the one at a disadvantage. He might even lose his life. "Su Chen, Brother Wu is right. This guy is too strong. We should hide." Yang Lingtian also advised. Yang Hao's men also came forward. Although they didn't say anything, the worry in their eyes couldn't be concealed. All this time, Su Chen was invincible in their hearts. However, the moment the black flame explosive dragon appeared, they were shaken. Chapter 199. It's just a level 3 mutated beast. Why are you looking down on me? Su Chen rubbed his nose and said calmly, "Chen Ge, I believe in you. But that guy is too big." Yang Hao explained, then clicked his tongue and probed, "Chen Ge, you're not really going to make a move on him, are you?" Su Chen smiled but didn't say anything. He had to kill this black flame explosive dragon no matter what. But before that, he wanted to see how strong the black scorching drake was. So, he wasn't in a hurry to attack. At the same time, on one of the city walls of Fengxi settlement, a young man of about 27 or 28 years old in black robes looked at the black flame explosive dragon above his head. His originally fair face was grave to the extreme at this moment. After a glance, he retracted his gaze and ordered the people around him, "Spread the word. Once the defensive formation is broken, everyone should run for their lives." After he finished speaking, he let out a long sigh and clenched his hands together as if he was very unwilling, but there was nothing he could do. "Leader, you should plan ahead," one of them said worriedly. The defensive formation definitely wouldn't be able to stop the black scorching drake. It would be too late to leave the moment the formation was broken. The young man in black sighed. "All of you should leave." "Leader, what about you?" The man who spoke before asked. "If the city lives, I live. If the city dies, I die." The young man in black looked determined. He seemed to have made up his mind. "I, Han Kuan, will never leave." The others looked at each other and said in unison, "We swear to live and die with our leader." "Why do you have to do this?" Han Kuan couldn't bear to do this. Just as he was about to say something, the entire city shook violently as if it had been hit by an earthquake. "The black scorching drake is attacking." Han Kuan's expression changed. He quickly looked up. The black scorching drake that was circling above reached out a thick claw and slammed it on the light barrier. The entire light barrier began to tremble violently. Then, cracks began to appear all over the barrier like a spider web. In the blink of an eye, it covered the entire light barrier, and it looked like it could shatter at any moment. At this moment, the black flame dragon roared into the sky, causing the void to vibrate. As the long howl gradually dissipated, it stretched out its claw and slapped the light barrier. A crack sound was heard. The entire formation shattered like glass, revealing the original appearance of Fengxi Colony. It was also at this moment that the city fell into extreme panic. The humans living here fled in all directions for their lives. Fengxi Gathering Place is finished. Han Kuan swept his gaze across the city. He slowly closed his eyes as though he could not bear to see the humans being massacred. As for why they did not fight to the death with the mutant beasts, that was because he knew very well that he wouldn't even be able to withstand a single swipe of the black flame explosive dragon's claw. Any struggle would be futile. The black flame explosion dragon smashed the defensive formation and looked down with its huge eyes. Soon, it locked its gaze on Han Kuan and the others. Su Chen saw this and was ready to act. Based on his previous observations, he had determined that the black flame explosive dragon had the ability to kill a level 4 evolver. Even if he were to fight it, it would not be easy. However, he would not back down. Since he was known to be invincible, he would remain invincible. Let alone a level 3 black flame explosive dragon, he would kill even a level 4 one today. Chapter 200. You guys wait here. I'll go and kill that dragon first, Su Chen said as he walked out of the chariot. Hearing this, everyone's expression changed. Su Chen, forget it, Tan Lin tried to persuade him. Her face was filled with worry. Su Chen, don't go. Yang Qian also tried to stop him. Even though they knew that Su Chen was invincible and extremely powerful, they still didn't think that Su Chen could win against something as powerful as the Black Flame Tyrannosaurus. Su Chen, let your puppet go with him, Wu Yang suggested. He knew Su Chen very well. Once Su Chen made up his mind, he would do it no matter how difficult it was. Since they couldn't persuade him, they had to find another way. The mechanical soldier was a level 3 golem. If it stayed by Su Chen's side, it would naturally reduce a lot of pressure for him. No need. Su Chen didn't care about it. Although the mechanical soldier was one of the top level 3 puppets, it was definitely no match for the Black Flame Tyrannosaurus. If it followed him and got injured, it would be a huge loss. Moreover, he was confident that he could kill the Black Flame Tyrannosaurus. He didn't need anyone's help. Before he left, Su Chen smiled and said, "Just wait for the roasted dragon meat." Then, he left the chariot and activated the supersonic war boots. He quickly charged towards the Black Flame Tyrannosaurus. Seeing Su Chen's voice getting further and further away, Wu Yang and the others felt a heavy heart. They had all seen how powerful the Black Flame Tyrannosaurus was. It had destroyed a defensive formation with just 2 slaps. Was Su Chen really a match for it? On the other side, the Black Flame Tyrannosaurus locked onto Han Kuan and the others. It raised its claws and swore to smash them into meat paste. Under the powerful pressure of the Black Flame Berserk Dragon, Han Kuan and the others were greatly shaken. They could not even think of resisting as they quietly waited for death to approach. Just as the Black Flame Rex's claws were about to land, Su Chen arrived before it. He raised his hand and fired a lightning ball. The ball of lightning drew a beautiful arc in the air and landed accurately on the Black Flame Explosion Dragon's massive head. Boom! A loud explosion was heard. A huge bloody hole was blasted open in the Black Flame Berserk Dragon's head. Blood poured out like a storm. In the blink of an eye, the entire city wall was drenched in blood red. Roar! The Black Flame Explosion Dragon let out a painful roar. Its body trembled violently as it fell from the sky. Boom! With an earth-shattering crash, the Black Flame Blast Dragon's massive body slammed into the ground. Not only did it create a deep crater in the ground, it also crushed hundreds of mutant beasts to death. What happened? Han Kuan, who was waiting for death, opened his eyes when he heard the commotion. When he saw the Black Fire Tyrannosaurus lying on the ground, heavily injured, his expression froze. What was going on? Why was the black flame explosion dragon injured? Who could injure it? Leader, it's him. He's a powerful lightning element mage. He's the one who injured the black flame explosion dragon. A man beside him was very excited. He pointed at Su Chen and said. Han Kuan looked at where the man was pointing. When he saw Su Chen's face, he swallowed hard and stuttered. How could he be so young? Normally, the stronger a person was, the older they should be. This was because the path of cultivation was not something that could be achieved in a day. It required years of accumulation. However, Su Chen looked like he was not even 20 years old. How could he injure the black flame explosion dragon at such a young age? It was not that he did not believe it, but it was too unbelievable. He could not understand Su Chen's suicidal behavior. How could the dragon flame, which was more powerful than a level 4 spell, be caught by hand? Even if you want to die, you don't have to do this, right? Could it be that he wanted to die with dignity? Just as Han Kuan was puzzled, Su Chen had already grabbed the dragon flame. Violent fire energy poured out of the dragon flame, and the surrounding temperature quickly rose to a terrifying level. The air seemed to be burning. If it were someone else in Su Chen's position, they would have been burned to ashes. However, Su Chen was unscathed. No matter how violent the dragon flame was or how hot the temperature was, as long as it touched his body, it would automatically be annihilated. It could not hurt him at all. At this moment, the heaven-defying power of the ancient god-fiend body was fully displayed. Chapter 202. After blocking the heat of the dragon flame, Su Chen grabbed it with all his might. A powerful force shot out from his fingers, aided by his spiritual power. With just one grab, Long Yan's fireball exploded. There was a loud rumble. The moment the dragon flame exploded, sparks flew in all directions. The city walls and the ground were filled with holes. The mutated beasts that were close to the explosion were burned to ashes. Su Chen was at the center of the explosion. However, when the sparks landed on his body, they were like tiny raindrops. They could not even make a splash before they disappeared. When the sparks had completely disappeared, everything within a 10-meter radius around Su Chen was burnt black. Not even a blade of grass could be seen. Even the mutated beasts were caught in the crossfire, and hundreds of them died. On the other hand, Su Chen was still standing in the middle of the field, and there was not even a trace of injury on his body. Witnessing this strange scene, everyone was dumbfounded. The black flame explosive dragon was as shocked as a stone statue. Its basketball-sized eyes were about to pop out. Since when had the dragon flame that it was so proud of been destroyed by a weak human? This was such an unimaginable thing. Even though it had seen it with its own eyes, it did not want to admit it. Or rather, it did not want to face it. After a long while, Han Kuan came back to his senses. His heart was in turmoil. Oh my god! Is he still human? A mere human cultivator could destroy the dragon flame that surpassed the level 4 fireball spell with his bare hands. How strong must his body be to be able to do this? Even a level 5 evolved being would not have such a strong body. Also, isn't he a lightning element sorcerer? Why did he become an evolved being? Does he have 2 major professions? Also, what level has his cultivation reached? Level 5? Or level 6? Why is he so young? All kinds of questions lingered in Han Kuan's mind. He wanted to rush to Su Chen's side and ask him what was going on. At the same time, everyone on the intelligent war chariot heaved a sigh of relief. The fact that Su Chen could catch the dragon flame with his bare hands was enough to prove his strength. It also meant that he had the ability to kill the black flame explosive dragon. Jianghu and Chao Ran looked at each other and gave each other a thumbs up. They exclaimed, "Chenggu, you're awesome." It was obvious that their admiration for Su Chen had reached a new height. Wu Yang sighed. "It seems that my understanding of your strength is still too shallow." Su Chen had caught the fireball twice with his bare hands, and he had witnessed it. However, at that time, the fireballs were only at level 2. They were not on the same level as the black flame explosion dragon. At first, he thought that Su Chen would not be able to escape. Unexpectedly, Su Chen once again created a miracle by catching the dragon flame that surpassed the level 4 fireball spell with his bare hands. This was something that even a level 5 evolver would not dare to think about. At this moment, he suddenly remembered his evaluation of Su Chen from a long time ago. No matter what Su Chen did, he would not do it without thinking. He would do it with absolute confidence. Su Chen's previous performance had undoubtedly proved this point. Tan Lin and Yang Qian's eyes never left Su Chen. Other than admiration, there was also deep love. On the other side, Su Chen flicked the ashes off his hand. A strange smile appeared on his face. Then, his gaze fell on the black flame explosive dragon as he walked towards it. The mutated beasts in front of him did not dare to stop Su Chen when they saw him walking over. They all moved aside. This was an instinctive fear of the strong. Chapter 203. The black scorched explosive dragon recovered from its shock. It suddenly realized that the human who had destroyed its dragon flames was approaching it. Although it did not want to admit it, it had to admit that the human in front of it gave it an extremely dangerous feeling. Especially the evil smile on his face and the greedy look in his eyes. It was as if he saw it as prey. At that moment, the black scorched explosive dragon felt its heart skip a beat. It knew very well that if it did not leave as soon as possible, it might become the human's prey. With that thought in mind, it flapped its wings wildly, wanting to soar into the sky and escape this place. Seeing this, everyone was shocked. What was going on? The powerful black scorched explosive dragon was trying to escape? Did it not want its dignity as a dragon? Seeing that the black scorched explosive dragon was trying to escape, Su Chen smirked and said with a condescending smile, "Do you think you can escape?" As soon as he finished speaking, he raised his hand and shot out a beam of green light. When it came close to the black flame blast dragon, it turned into a thick green vine and bound one of the black flame blast dragon's front limbs tightly. Before the black scorched explosive dragon could fly, it suddenly realized that its forelimbs could not move. When it lowered its head and saw that it was a green vine that was wrapped around its forelimbs, it had a very absurd feeling. How could a mere wood elemental entanglement spell control it? The black scorched explosive dragon exerted its strength and tried to break free from the vine. However, it did not expect that the vine did not seem to be an ordinary wood elemental entanglement spell. It was extremely tough. Even if it managed to break a few holes in the vine, it was impossible for it to completely break free in a short period of time. It should be noted that the wood elemental entanglement spell that Su Chen used had been fused with the serene pool divine wood. Its power was naturally more than double that of an ordinary wood elemental entanglement spell. It was reasonable that the black scorched explosive dragon could not break free immediately. Realizing this, the black scorched explosive dragon started to panic. Would that human give it time to break free and escape? The answer was obvious. At this time, Su Chen held a pitch-black saber and rushed over with the momentum of a whirlwind sweeping away clouds. The black flame Tyrannosaurus wasn't going to sit there and do nothing. It raised its claws and slapped Su Chen. Su Chen didn't choose to fight head-on. A purple light flashed under his feet, and the moment the rapid combat boots was activated, he disappeared without a trace. In the next moment, the black flame explosion dragon's sharp claws slammed into the ground, causing the earth to tremble. Su Chen flashed in front of the black fire explosive dragon and swung his blade. There was a flash of lightning on the blade. Then, a blue torrent shot out, heading straight for the black flame explosive dragon's head. What a terrifying lightning spell! Han Kuen's mouth twitched as he stood on the city wall. Even though he was far away, he could still clearly feel the terrifying power of lightning contained within the blue torrent, which made his heart palpitate. The black flame Tyrannosaurus felt it even more keenly. In the face of such a terrifying lightning spell attack, it trembled uncontrollably as a deep sense of powerlessness welled up in its heart. As if he had accepted his fate, he allowed the blue torrent to fly towards him. Boom! Crack! Bang! Amidst the flashes of lightning and thunder, the blue torrent crashed into the black flame explosive dragon's head, blasting it into a bloody mist. Then, the black flame explosive dragon's headless corpse fell to the ground. He killed the black flame explosive dragon with a single strike. Han Kuen's jaw dropped. He was so shocked that his jaw almost dropped. His mind was buzzing as if he had fallen into a state of chaos. Chapter 204. Leader. We are saved. We can live. The people around Han Kuan were extremely excited. With the death of the Black Flame Dragon, the remaining mutated beasts would definitely panic. Perhaps they would scatter like birds and flee this place. Then, Fengxi Colony would be saved. Chenggu is too awesome. Yang Hao, who was on the MCV, jumped up and down excitedly. Chao Ran, who was beside him, also clenched his fists. Shi Dainiu pouted, saliva dripping from his mouth. No one knew what he was saying. Chao Ran asked curiously, Dainiu, what's wrong? Shi Dainiu swallowed his saliva and smiled. I want to eat dragon meat. Chao Ran and Yang Hao looked at each other, and their eyes lit up at the same time. Wu Yang couldn't help but smile when he saw that the three of them were thinking about dragon meat. On the other side, the mutated beasts were stunned when they saw that their leader was killed. Then, they all fled toward the Dark Valley Mountains. F***CK. Don't run. Su Chen panicked. He came here to kill the mutated beasts. Now that they were all gone, how was he going to get the shards? Su Chen waved his hand at the intelligent chariot and began to kill the mutated beasts. In order to kill more, he didn't hold back. Spells of various elements took turns to attack, and a bloody storm broke out among the mutated beasts. Bang! The fireball exploded, and dozens of mutated beasts were killed on the spot. A gray wind blade swept out, and dozens of mutated beasts were beheaded on the spot. Powerful thunder spells raged, and the mutated beasts howled in agony. A large number of them died. Lightning, wood, fire, wind, ice. My mother is here. He is an all-elemental psychic. Han Kuan, who was on the city wall, recognized that Su Chen was an all-elemental psychic. He was petrified. At the same time, the intelligent chariot rushed over at lightning speed. When it got close, Wu Yang and the others got off the chariot and joined the slaughter. The intelligent war chariot also went all out. The ungraded Gatling gun continued to fire, killing the mutant beasts one after another. Moreover, the newly developed magnetic storm net was also released at this moment. Its power was also very great. The moment those mutant beasts were caught in the net, they would be electrocuted into charred corpses. Leader. These people are too strong. A man beside Han Kuan said in a trembling voice. Su Chen's team only had 9 people, plus the MCV. They were able to slaughter the mutant beasts. His strength was so great that it completely exceeded his imagination. Han Kuan did not reply. He was still in a trance. It was obvious that he had not recovered from the shock. Su Chen and the rest were still hunting mutant beasts, and the sky was dark. It lasted for an hour before he stopped. In this 1 hour, the number of mutant beasts that had been killed was close to 7,000. Of course, there were still 1 or 2,000 that escaped into the Dark Valley Mountains. Due to the complicated terrain and the satisfactory harvest, Su Chen did not chase after them. Standing on the spot, Su Chen let out a sigh of relief. He glanced around, and soon, hundreds of fragments of different colors appeared in his eyes. Seeing this, the corner of his mouth could not help but curl up. The rest of the time was to pick up the fragments and dig for energy stones. Su Chen did not even need to say anything. Yang Hao and the others had already started. Su Chen did not stay idle. He walked up to a colorful fragment and grabbed it. Picked up, upgrade gem, fragment *1, 1. The fragment is full. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. Chapter 205. After putting the upgrade gem into his storage pouch, Su Chen grabbed a purple fragment. Picked up 9th Heaven Dazzling Thunder Fragment *1, 6 out of 10. The fragment is not full, so it cannot be used. It can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. Picked up 9th Heaven Mysterious Ice Fragment *1, 3 out of 10. The fragment is not full, so it cannot be used. It can be exchanged for energy points. No exchange. Picked up Apple Tree Seed Fragment *1. The fragment is full. It can be used or exchanged for energy points. Exchanged for energy points. On the city wall, Han Kuan and the others could not stay calm when they saw the mutant beast corpses all over the ground. It could be said that both the mutant beasts and the energy stones were a huge fortune. However, no matter how good the things were, they could not have any evil thoughts. There was no other reason. Su Chen and the others were too strong. Especially Su Chen. In their eyes, he was a master who could catch dragon flames with his bare hands and slay a dragon with one slash. If they dared to have any evil thoughts, they would be crushed by his finger. Leader, what should we do? A man beside Han Kuan asked. Han Kuan took a deep breath and said, You all wait here. I'll go down and talk to that senior. No matter what, Su Chen had saved the lives of the people in the city. As the leader, it was only right for him to thank Su Chen. When Su Chen was picking up the fragments, a man's respectful voice came to his ears. Senior, I'm Han Kuan. Thank you for saving my life. Su Chen looked up and glanced at Han Kuan. He said lightly, I'm here to hunt the mutant beasts, not to save you. You don't have to thank me. After that, he continued to pick up the fragments. Han Kuan coughed awkwardly and smiled. Senior, is there anything I can do for you? Su Chen thought for a moment and said, Ask your people to help me dig for the energy stones. But I'll say it first. Don't blame me for being rude to anyone who dares to take the energy stones. Considering that there were too many mutated beasts, with just the 9 of them digging, who knew how long it would take? He might as well ask Han Kuan's men to come out and help. When the time comes, he would just have to share some of the corpses with them. Anyway, there were so many mutated beasts that he couldn't take them all. It would be a waste to keep them. Senior, I'll do it right away. Han Kuan was overjoyed. He turned around and ran into the city. Through this matter, they might be able to form some good karma with Su Chen, which was undoubtedly a great thing for Fengxi Colony. After Han Kuan left, Wu Yang came to Su Chen's side and whispered, Su Chen, this guy seems to be the leader of Fengxi. What is he doing here? He came to express his gratitude, so I asked him to lead some people to help dig for energy stones, Su Chen replied casually. Oh. Wu Yang nodded. Now that he knew Han Kuan's intentions, it was not appropriate for him to ask any more questions. He continued to dig for energy stones. Su Chen continued to pick up the fragments. Picked up iced red tea fruit seed. Fragment *1, 1. Fragments are full. Can be used. Can be used or exchanged for energy points. Use. After obtaining the seed, Su Chen directly planted it in the planting dimension. Then, he grabbed another black fragment. Picked up Ares armor. Fragment *1, tube 10. Fragments are not full. Cannot be used. Can be exchanged for energy points. Not exchanging. Picked up 9 nether ice. Fragment *1, 4, 10. Fragments are not full. Cannot be used. Can be exchanged for energy points. Not exchanging. Chapter 206. Senior, everyone is here. Han Kuan came to Su Chen's side and said respectfully. Originally, there were thousands of people in Fengxi settlement, but considering that too many people could cause trouble, he only chose 100 loyal subordinates. Then let's do it. Su Chen ordered and called Han Kuan to his side. He whispered, My name is Su Chen, 17 years old this year. I should be younger than you, right? Don't call me senior in the future. Just call me by my name. Han Kuan kept calling him senior, which made Su Chen feel uncomfortable. He felt like he had aged 10 years. 17 years old. When Han Kuan heard that Su Chen was only 17 years old, he almost choked. A 17-year-old level 3 evolver? A 17-year-old level 3 all-elemental magician? Han Kuan's mind was buzzing. He looked at Su Chen in a daze, not knowing what to say. What? Do you think I will lie to you? Su Chen rubbed his nose and said lightly. Senior. Brother Su misunderstood. Han Kuan was shocked and quickly explained. Brother Su is so young, but you have such great strength. I really admire you. All right, there is no need to be so polite, Su Chen interrupted and said. I have something to ask you. Brother Su, please ask. I will tell you the truth. Han Kuan cupped his hands and lowered his posture. Su Chen nodded and said, "Where did you get the formation of Fengxi settlement?" Even a big force like Vajra city did not have a defensive formation that could protect a city. And Fengxi was just a small, inconspicuous organization. So where did he get it from? Su Chen was very interested in this matter. Han Kuan hesitated for a moment and said bluntly, "I won't hide it from Brother Su. The formation was obtained by my father in a secret realm a few years ago. However, the formation has been broken and can't be used in the future." He thought that Su Chen was spying on the formation, so he told him about the destruction of the formation. For a large-scale array like this, it should consume a lot of energy stones, right? Su Chen probed calmly. Han Kuan nodded and said, "It does consume a lot of energy, and it requires energy stones of level 2 and above?" Hearing this, Su Chen's eyes lit up and he asked, "Your Fengxi settlement is only a small settlement. There shouldn't be too many experts, right? Where did those high-grade energy stones come from?" Han Kuan did not hide anything, nor did he dare to hide anything. "We once found an energy mine in the Dark Valley Mountains. From there, we obtained a large amount of Grade 2 and Grade 3 energy stones." Su Chen's heart skipped a beat. "How many level 3 energy stones do you have left?" If the intelligent war chariot wanted to upgrade to level 3, it would require a large amount of level 3 energy stones or level 3 energy stones. Since he did not have many level 3 energy stones on him, he wanted to exchange some with Han Kuan. "We still have more than 100 level 3 energy stones. If Brother Su needs them, Fengxi settlement will give them all to you." Han Kuan gritted his teeth and said. Although level 3 energy stones were precious, if he could use them to build a relationship with someone as strong as Su Chen, it would be worth it. It was undoubtedly worth it. "I won't take your things for free." Su Chen smiled and said, "There are many mutated beasts here. I'll take a portion and exchange the rest for your level 3 energy stones." "Thank you, Brother Su." Han Kuan was overjoyed. After the formation was broken, the level 3 energy stones were not very useful to them. Because their cultivation was too low, they would not be able to use high-grade energy stones in a short period of time. However, the carcasses of the mutated beasts were different. Apart from being able to fill their stomachs, the meat of the mutated beasts also contained rich energy. Eating it would increase one's cultivation. Moreover, there were thousands of mutated beasts' carcasses. Their value was much higher than 100 level 3 energy stones. It could be said that no matter how one looked at it, they had profited greatly from this transaction. You're tuning in to the Wisdom Diary YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on this journey to catch the most captivating stories.